Hey, guys, welcome to Geekly Goods. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button for your boy. But y'all, we are here for a special occasion today. Once a month, we come together, us anime geeks, to talk about the latest in anime, the greatest in anime, some of the most controversial topics in anime. And today, guys, we are here to talk Star Wars Visions. Be sure to tune in once a month where the anime live stream is called Otakuverse, and we talk Sundays about anime, y'all. And I'm so excited to get off to the races about Visions. But let me bring in my awesome guests, starting out with Perp Minded. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What up? Just chilling.
Yeah, man.
Pretty early.
I know, right? Bright and early, bro. Bright and early. But what's going on? AJ, how you doing, bro?
What's going on? My first time on here, finally.
Bro,
I'm
finally.
Yeah.
Finally. Pull up, man. It's good to have you. All right.
Yeah, I think this is my first time also.
Oh, really? Well, no. We did I think we did a Studio Ghibli at one point. But, bro, thanks for coming
back.
Christian, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, everyone? Happy to be here again. Thank you, Leo, for always putting this together each and every month and ready to talk some Star Wars Visions.
Yeah, man. It's going to be... Wait, let me see that. Is that a Rise of Skywalker? All right. I know who to go to last.
Okay. Only because it has all of the 9 series, movie theater release dates on the back. It was like $10 at Kohl's. So that's why I bought it.
Oh, $10. That was the appropriate price, man.
It was the last one.
Appropriate price.
They didn't have plenty of them. It was the last one. I just want to put that out there.
like Perp said, you're brave. But Isaac, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yes, a lot going on, but thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. We got Mike. What's going on, bro?
Hey, just happy to talk Star Wars, except for The Rise of Skywalker. We got to talk to Christian about that one.
Like my other Star Wars shirt is
we're not hating on Rise of Skywalker today. That's not what we're going to do.
I mean, I don't know, Christian. You walking on thin ice, my man. Thin ice. But last but not least, we got our boy Ren Geekness. How you doing, man? Uh-oh.
I'm good, brother. Thank you for having me. And look, The Rise of Skywalker is still a cool title. It's still a cool logo. Let's just not talk about the movie.
There we go. That's all. That's number one thing. Just don't talk about the movie.
Christian, don't feel bad. I got a Last Jedi t-shirt, but
I love The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I prefer that. I prefer that over Rise.
I do too. But
yes.
Best Star Wars movie outside the original trilogy, baby.
Preach,
bruh. Preach. All right.
I'll die on that hill. I'll die on that hill.
Guys, we are here to talk about Star Wars and anime come together in one series. Woo! It's going to be hot. But, guys, I'm actually passing the baton over to my great friend Mike at Novice5 on Twitter. Mike, take it away, man.
Really? No, but yeah, thanks for having me, Leo. Being able to host the Star Wars edition of Otakuverse is a blast, and I just couldn't pass this opportunity up. Basically fusing these two worlds together, right, with Star Wars Visions. There are 9 episodes made by 7 different Japanese studios, so there's a lot of talking points. There's a lot of us here. We're going to have a lot of different takes, so I think it's going to be a fun time. We're going to start, though, with the first talking point, which is your overall experience with Star Wars Visions, and would you guys want to see a second season? So I'm going to toss this over to the Mad Doc himself, Isaac. I know you're not the biggest Star Wars fan in the group here, but did you enjoy Visions? Do you want to have another season? How was it anime style for you? Hey, Lo.
Hello.
I hate to cut in. I'm sorry to cut in. But we
a new competitor that's under the battlefield.
Loretto coming in. What's going on, man?
Gotta love the surprise.
What's up, Lo?
What up?
How we doing, guys?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm gonna be honest. I just got off of a graveyard shift, but I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to talk about this wonderful, wonderful show. So
I know how that feels.
I like that logo with Yoda. It's cool.
Oh, thank you.
I like Grogu. Baby Yoda. Don't like the logo much, but the Baby Yoda.
There we go.
Sorry about last week, Lo. Aaron Rodgers kind of did one to you.
Oh yeah, that one hurt. But it's okay.
We face him this week, so.
Oh, you going down, Christian? Uh-oh.
Fine.
But yeah, just resetting. Isaac, what were your thoughts on the first season of Star Wars Visions, and are you excited for a sequel?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as everyone else, but I did enjoy it, and would like to see a season 2. As I said off air, one of the would like to see a take from its Studio Ghibli. So
Yeah, a Ghibli Star Wars short movie. I'd actually be really down for that. AJ, what about you, man?
Yeah, I love this. I love how original it felt. I know a lot of people don't like the new trilogy of Star Wars because they didn't feel original, but we finally get something that feels original. I've always wanted an anime type style of Star Wars, and I got what I got, and I got it, and I'm happy that it's here. I love how each episode felt different from one another. Will I like another season? Of course, because like I said, it feels original. If we keep getting original content like this, the more the better.
For sure. Perk Minded, what are your thoughts on Star Wars Vision?
I thought this is everything that What If should have been. But also just blending the two different like mediums was just like a match made in heaven. I feel like, especially if you're like an anime fan and you watch a bunch of like if you watch shows like Bleach and stuff where does kind of take it, like there's a lot of anime that takes influence from Star Wars, so it's like to see them actually kind of come together and do something interesting. Yeah, it's got me hyped to see season 2. Hopefully we can get like a Studio Wit in there, you know what I'm saying, or just have a special edition of Attack on Titan where you got like Aaron as a Sith Lord or something like that. That'd be just amazing. But yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
Someone should do a fan art of that. Aaron as a Sith Lord. Yes.
The idea of seeing Commander Erwin leading an army of Jedi would be sick. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just do a whole special edition of like Attack on Titan and just have it just be Star Wars related. The AT like have the Titans be like AT-ATs and stuff like that, and I mean it'd be ridiculous, but I think it would work.
That'd be wild.
Or even Bone Studios, like Bones make a Star Wars. But yeah, I thought this was really dope.
Sweet. What about you, Ren?
As a whole, I thought the show was solid because when it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's also really bad. And none of the episodes were connected at all. So as a show, I think it's solid. It's very well done. I love that they released it all together, and binging all these episodes was so freaking easy. I would like a season 2 if they bring other studios in. So a Ghibli, a Studio Bones, a Studio Ufotable, please, for the love of heavens. I'll flip out if we get a Studio Bones. Bring back Trigger, because they did 2 episodes and both of them were awesome, but we'll get to that in due time. But yeah, I'm excited for the possibility of season 2 if they keep going after different studios. And maybe as we get like maybe 4, 5, 6 seasons, they start to cherry pick the best ones up until that point and just bring them all back and start a continuous run for them.
Yeah. I like the idea of getting new studios, but also having some of the returning studios like following up in a hypothetical season 2. If they can get a mix of the two there for another season, I think that would be really cool. But Christian, what were your thoughts on season 1, and do you want a season 2?
Well, not to be dramatic, but no, I'm just kidding. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. So for Star Wars Visions itself, I actually kind of forgot this was supposed to be coming out this year because there's just so much content dropping throughout the rest of this year. It was very kind of hard to keep tabs on everything, but this was a new like take on Star Wars, a breath of fresh air. I loved every episode in its own way, but of course, you know, I do have my favorites out of the 9 that we got. I did appreciate that they were more so on the shorter side, and just like Ren said, it was very easy to binge. Honestly, within a few hours, to be completely honest. So it didn't feel like too much of a chore or too much of a task, but I really just love what Disney has done with Star Wars. You know, say what you will about the Rise of Skywalker, whatever, or any of the like Last Jedi, but they're really trying to just, you know, broaden this universe, and there's a Star Wars story out there for everyone, even if you're not a fan of, like, you know, the original trilogy, the prequels, or the sequels. There's a show or something out there Star Wars related that I feel like everyone can enjoy. And us, you know, being into anime or anime, however you decide to pronounce it, it was a perfect mix, like just a match made in heaven for us, because this is something I've wanted to see with like Game of Thrones, like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Like, it just really like animation just really shines when it comes to this type of franchise. So I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. Did I mention it was awesome? No.
It was awesome. And yeah, like that, the marriage between anime and Star Wars just worked really well. Like how Rin said, when it hits, it's phenomenal.
Yep.
There are some misses though. We can get into that a little bit later in this episode, but yeah, overall, I just love the breath of fresh air, I guess, that it brought into Star Wars after the Rise of Skywalker, and people were kind of complaining about how they had to bring Palpatine back, and it's always about the Skywalkers. We just kind of got a chance to step away from all of that and introduce something new, which is what I loved about Visions personally. Just getting new creatives, new blood in there, honestly, to just revitalize the series. And yeah, they're one-offs, but they're freaking fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to ask you, what were your thoughts on Star Wars Visions?
So I gotta admit, guys, I am a total anime noob. Like, within the past 2 years, I've seen like Akira and Cowboy Bebop barely, and Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. But I'm really new to the medium. Minus like Sailor Moon stuff back in the day that would just come on. I'm like, what's this show? This is interesting. But
Taro,
as a noob that also loves Star Wars, this was super extremely refreshing. Being a Star Wars fan and seeing something completely different, and not only different, but expand on the things that I love about Star Wars, because I love that George Lucas pulls from Kurosawa and pulls from like Western type of all these different influences, especially Japanese influences. So it was so cool to see that fleshed out, and to see like Japanese artists pay homage to Lucas, who was homaging them. It was kind of like a symmetry of homaging each other, which was beautiful, because I think the stories that were told really well just really connected with me, especially with like samurai mythos and just expanding on the Jedi mythology. So overall, like, all of the animation was gorgeous. I'm sure you guys know who Trigger is and who all those people. I didn't really know who was who, but it was breathtaking for me. It was just mind blowing, some of the stuff they did stylistically. It's amazing what animation could do with camera work, you know, with its own, with that type of style. So I was blown away as a outsider looking into this world. So I loved it. I there wasn't an episode I didn't not like, if that's kind of weird to say. So
yeah, Isaac and I covered Visions last week on the Amateur Otaku, and we kind of went through some of the studios and all the other projects that they worked on. Studio Trigger, for example, did Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann. So that's why those episodes were so dynamic. And I see Rin and Leo doing their little fist bumps. Leo, what are your thoughts, man?
Okay, so I gotta say this, and this might be a little controversial. The first 2 episodes had me in a bit of a mixed bag, guys. Now, look, honestly, as a huge Star Wars anime fan, just them announcing this was enough to get me like out of my seat, jumping up in the air, super happy about it. But when I saw the first 2, I wasn't really sold. Like, I liked the first one, did not like the second one that much. So I was kind of like, all right, like, when are we gonna get to? Then we finally got to episode 3, y'all, and that was the one that like hooked me in the trailer. And man, what an episode. I just got to say, that 3rd episode was absolutely mind-blowing for me. I loved it. I loved the camera work, and I love that they have similar shots to Kill la Kill, a little bit of Gurren Lagann in there. Loved that episode. But honestly, I just like the concept. And like Perp was saying, we were talking before the stream, please come out and announce 10 more seasons of this, please, because they're fresh stories. Every single one gets the opportunity to tell a new story, something that we might not see in the movies ever, something we might not see in The Mandalorian even. So I love that there's all this fresh ground to tread, and I'm really hoping that other studios and other major movie universes take note of this, and maybe we can get some DC anime. I don't know. But Purple's also on to another good thing with What If. I think this is hitting the beats that What If should have hit, and I think it's taking some leaps and bounds that I think might have been a little too far out there for What If. They're playing it a little safe in some of the episodes, and I wanted to see them explore a little bit more. Plus, the art style and just this idea of having different studios cover every single episode is just so intriguing, and it's so nice and refreshing that every episode feels like its own universe, even its own little pocket universe. So honestly, love it overall. Really looking forward to another season. Couple of episodes here and there though weren't as good as the others. So
you see, you're a great co-host here because you kind of lead us into our second point. What was your least favorite episode of Star Wars Visions?
Rhea rubbing his hands together. He's excited to talk about it.
I think everybody's gonna have the same answer.
Such an easy decision. Such an easy decision.
This is I see Red getting excited, so we're actually going to put you on hold and come back to you because I want to hear what you guys gotta say.
Because I know AJ. I have the same as Leo. I know I have the same as Leo, but I don't know if everyone's going to agree.
I think we might all be, a few of us probably not, but I think we all kind of leaning toward that episode.
All right, raise your hand. No.
As people say their worst, I'll update you if we all agree or not.
AJ, what was your least favorite episode of Visions?
The Tatooine Rhapsody one.
Boom, already, the Vision. There we go.
Then I'm not really a musical type of guy, so I was like, this is not for me.
Y'all just
so that's my least favorite one out of the whole thing.
That's not my least favorite, but I kind of understand what you mean. I will say though, Tatooine Rhapsody is 1,000 times better if you watch it in the sub. The dub for that one was not very good.
I watched them all in the sub. I want to give that context. I only watched the sub. I didn't watch.
Good man. Because that second episode in dub, when he started singing, I quickly grabbed my remote. Y'all was like, I gotta change this.
Justin Gordon-Levitt, not a good singer. JGL, not good for that.
Yeah, like I watched them all in dub, but for that one, I'm just like, I need to switch to sub. This is not good. But I didn't hate Tatooine Rhapsody. It's not my least favorite though. I'll come back to that one in a second.
Mine either.
I just want to say I didn't hate it. I respect it, but I just didn't like it. There we go. I just want to say I didn't hate it.
Good man. Christian.
So for me, I think it's a tie between Toby or T-O-B-1 and
really?
Wait, what?
Blasphemy.
I mean, I didn't. I thought it was just out of all of them. I think between that one and the very last one, they were just like my two least favorite for some reason.
Got some Astro Boy haters up in here today.
It's not that. I mean, like it has a lot. I mean, even the professor, like those very Mega Man vibes as well in there. So it was like, I mean, I like the aesthetic and everything. Don't get me wrong. It was just the story for. I guess I'll just call him Toby. The story for Toby was very. It was just kind of more bare bones. Toby Wonka, yeah. It just felt a little bit more bare bones for me. I wish we would have got a little bit more context within that one, but like I enjoy. That's what you know. No, it's I mean, like I can't say it's my most hated because like that's a very strong word to use when it comes to film and TV. But my least favorite probably was that one, but I did enjoy the aesthetics of it a lot. It was just the story was a little just dry for me between that one and the very last one, the Akari. Between those two, very just ominous kind of, I don't know. There wasn't much left for like the imagination.
Akari is my least favorite. I'm with you with Toby too. Those are my two least favorites because Akari was just it was the most boring, I would say.
It was. I don't know.
Like it brought the least to the table, and so that's why it's bottom of the list. Toby would be my second least favorite. It's just not my thing. Lo, what about you though? What's your least favorite episode of Visions?
Pardon me, I lost my mouse. So see, this is another part where my noobness comes into play. I didn't realize how much dub versus sub would affect me. Especially, no offense, Leo, I wasn't vibing with the twins initially. I had some. Oh, hey, but come back, man! I watched it again. It's
I'm
great.
officially
It's just,
leaving the stream after that comment.
I don't know. The dub was just kind of weird for me. It kind of threw me off a little. But I'll admit, I actually haven't seen the last one. I'm a little behind. I took a while. I took my time with this, so I haven't seen the last episode. So I can't really say which one is exactly my least favorite. But so far, I think Toby was kind of like it felt out of place. It's not that I didn't like it, but it definitely felt like a children's book. And I liked what they were doing. I really liked the dynamic between the professor and Toby.
Rhapsody didn't feel like a children's book.
There he is, Master Santa Claus, aka Geppetto. There was like a really cute fairy tale there, and it was kind of cool seeing him fight the Inquisitor. But other than that, like kind of like echoing what Christian said, it just felt kind of like empty. But I did like the very last thing Toby said about, oh, I want to save planets and do the right thing because that's what Jedi do. I thought that was kind of cool. But overall, it was just a little bit like more kiddie, I guess. So I think that's out of the ones I saw, that's the one that was my least favorite.
Gotcha.
Ooh, there's a lot of Toby hate.
Yeah, y'all be tagging Rhapsody. We got you.
I love Tatooine Rhapsody. That's why I was like, oh no.
I know you loved it. I know you loved it.
Good
I was
stuff.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac, I already know what your least favorite is, but let the world know, man. I ain't saving you for this one.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Are you here, buddy?
Isaac.
While we wait for him, Leo.
Least
DC
favorite?
actually
He doesn't have
did
the
an
balls to
anime.
say his favorite.
DC anime actually did have an anime. It
Batman
was-
Ninja, right?
Yeah,
We don't talk about
That
that.
was by Kamikaze.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Batman
it
Ninja.
either.
Oh, he's here. He's here.
There he is.
Whose turn was it? Sorry. It's just chaos right now here.
No worries. Did you want us to come back to you in a second?
Hey, come back to me in a second. I'm just gonna have to check one thing first.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Perk, what's your least favorite episode of Visions?
Easy. That Tatooine Rhapsody, and that's coming off of because like I don't really like musical. I don't have problems with musical, but like with anime musicals, it's just like whatever. Even though like I watched VV's Fluoride song, whatever, difficult ass title, but it reminded me of that a little bit. They could have done something like that where it's just like, oh, he sings at night and just like, or sings during the day and does like some fighting during the night or something like that. But it was just not interesting to me. And I also agree that the last one was definitely another weak one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Tatooine Rhapsody was definitely the weakest one by far.
You guys hating Tatooine Rhapsody are the same ones who hated the end of My Hero season 4.
Yeah.
I will not stand for it.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie. I stopped watching My Hero a while back.
Oh,
I only read the manga. Look, I only
And the
read the
truth
manga
comes
now, so
out.
I already know what happens, and I just don't care for the filler on the.
Nah, man.
Okay,
Yeah, just
I'm
come back for
out.
season 6. Come back for season 6. They
There literally is no filler.
I will say sometimes when it comes to English,
It skips a lot of content on that in the anime.
now hold on. What's his name? The
No,
magical
it doesn't.
dude. What was his name at the end of season 4? That was kind of filler. Let's be real here. That
When-
dude was kind of.
when
Gentle
they did like
Criminal.
the school
Oh,
performance
Gentleman
thing?
Criminal? That's in
Gentle,
the
yeah,
manga.
Gentle Criminal. Come on now, he kind of filler.
That's manga
That's in
filler.
the
That was
manga.
the manga's fault.
It's filler like, but he
That's
wasn't
in the
he wasn't
manga. By
He was in the
Yes,
manga.
it
definition,
Yeah.
is.
that's
But
not
let's
filler.
be real.
That's not
That's
filler by
filter.
definition.
That's just some filler.
Anything
It
that's
felt
waste
like
of
a
time to
filler,
be
but
considered
not.
It's in the
filler.
manga. It's filler.
I know it's in the
It's
manga,
not-
yeah, but it doesn't advance
Then
the
it's not
story. Not
filler.
really.
No, it is
You
not.
can say
That-
it's bad. You can say it's bad, but it's not filler by definition.
anything that wastes the time, that defers away from the actual main plot of the story, is considered filler to me,
I just
whether
gotta
it's in the
say, I
manga or
love My
not.
Hero, but I was damn near about sleep at Gentle Criminal.
It's so criminal. I remember that one.
Oh.
Christian, were you saying something before we went on a My Hero rant?
Oh yeah, so during the My Hero, like during season 4, they do like the whole like school performance thing. I will say, when it comes to English dubs for like musicals, when it comes to anime, it does feel off, because obviously, you know, with the mic placement and the lip syncing, I can see why people don't like Tatooine Rhapsody because of that. I only watched it in dubs. I am going to go back and watch in subs, because when I watched it is when I got my screeners, and I just, you know, I wanted to understand, you know, do a proper review of it first time around. So I did dubs. I do plan on going back and watching it in sub though, because I really like how they're actually giving people a choice of how to experience it. And if I feel like watching it in subs will give me a new fresh take on things as well.
Gotcha. I just wanted, before we move on from My Hero thing, the song was recorded in English, so it sounds the same in both versions. So you guys are just haters. Anyway,
Wait, you talking about the Vision song?
No, in My Hero Academia.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
like
the
that
openings
episode.
are-
I like that episode of My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I did too. I liked it. It was cool. It was fun. I mean, it's filler, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I don't know what y'all issue with filler is. I do not know what the issue is.
Okay,
It's
when you
not-
have
it's not an issue with
Naruto
filler.
that like literally takes like 50 episodes per side character and shoves it into one thing.
You don't want to get to know these characters a lot
I
more.
do.
You just want
I do,
Like-
but sometimes, man, I have things to watch. Let's go. We don't.
I'm
Right,
with Christian. I got some time. It's kind of like having a cheeseburger and you got all toppings, man. I don't want the pickles. I don't want the tomatoes. I just want the meat and the cheese.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
I got other
there's
shit to
nothing
watch, so
wrong.
let's go. Let's.
There's nothing wrong with filler. It's just you
No.
gotta make it good. It like, for example, to go completely off topic, Walking Dead. That's just all filler at this point. Like,
Walking Dead is trash. We're not going to talk about that. Sorry, I didn't mean
I
to.
stopped
Never
at
even
season
watched
4,
it.
so I can't say
Hey,
shit.
I
hey,
never even watched
to
it,
Perp's
so-
point though, filler can have substance. It just has to be executed the right way.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, real
Yeah.
quick, I'm gonna just go ahead and share my words. It's the 9th one. Akakiri. That one is just. I'm sorry,
Thank
I wasn't
you.
even vibing with the animation. At the,
what was
off
up with the
top.
girl, yo? What was up with her face?
I
It
was,
wasn't, I didn't like the artistic style.
I was like, what is up with this like
I wouldn't-
egg
I
like
wouldn't ask
skinny
that.
head?
I
didn't
was
like
getting
that.
Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Super episode 5 vibes from
No,
that
it
whole
wasn't
entire
that
shit.
bad. It's not that bad. Come on now, it's
Dang.
not that bad.
Okay.
Dragon
The
Ball
production
Super
value went up.
But let's be real, the art style now, when they were like to the side, I was like, what is up?
It
with
was
their
weird.
head? It was
Yeah,
weird.
it
And that
was
one
weird,
had the most, I think the weirdest ending, because it all kind of came out of nowhere. We're like watching these two go on this journey, and then all of a sudden there's this Sith apprentice that's like, we can take over the city together or some shit. I'm like, I just really
was
couldn't
weird.
vibe with all the elements of the story in that one being dumped off in the end. It didn't really breadcrumb us until the very end, and then his master comes out of nowhere. It's like, it's your destiny. I'm like, all right, this is a little bit of an Anakin ripoff. It just
You know
one
what,
thing
Leo?
after another
That's
was
a good
bad.
point. And I feel like that's one kind of negative to the whole entire series is like the episodes are way too short. They should all like at least be like 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes, so they can actually like flesh out a lot of these stories.
Well, Tatooine Rhapsody could have been 10, because that was my next least.
It could have been
Well, I think
5.
It wasn't too
It
much
could've been
longer
5.
than that.
I think that speaks to the
The
positives.
hate
of it,
is
though, If you
real.
want more, I think that speaks to the positives of these type of these of the series, is that you just want a lot more from it, and
Right.
And with short series like this, you can get more out of it throughout series. So it doesn't have to be the one and done like the duel. the duel can have a continuation within like season 2, and we're also getting a novel for the duel as well. So that helps out a little bit on the background of the Ronin and all of that. So there's a lot you can still do with short series like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like my favorite episodes are the ones that are a little bit longer, the ones that are pushing closer to 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you guys are saying. By we want a little bit more from them. Some of them though, like Tatooine Rhapsody, are probably best at like 13 minutes. Honestly. I don't think you can stretch those out much more.
Boba Fett.
Too much Astro Boy hating this chat though.
I don't hate it.
Like,
I don't hate it. It's not the worst because that last one, Akari, that was definitely
Akakiri is the worst one. Isaac, bro, you ready? What's the worst one, man? I swear if you say the twins, I'm logging off.
He's like, I'm gonna kick you off.
No, I don't think the twins is the worst. I mean, heck, I don't even think any episode is bad per se. I think they all have this ups and downs. So don't take the whole twisted and all that jazz. It's just that get your pitchforks ready, boys and girls, because my least favorite was the Ninth Jedi.
What?
No.
I had a feeling.
No,
He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling.
No.
I didn't hear that. I had a
no.
feeling. I was like, yo, he better not say the Ninth Jedi. I swear to God, yo.
Oh my God, Isaac.
The reason for that is simply one reason. When I saw Visions, when I saw Visions, I wanted to see something that was more. The further from, how should I put it? The Ninth Jedi was the prime example of a pilot episode that I could see LucasArts greenlight on their own. And that's not what I wanted with Vision. I wanted to see something.
Lies. Deception.
That's what I didn't want with the Vision. If you said that this was a pilot for a series, it would be a really strong one. It was just in the buffet that I ordered.
So you dislike the Ninth Jedi because it's the most like Star Wars out of all of them, essentially, right? And you wanted some more of that anime flavor, essentially. Is that a fair assessment?
But like I said, I didn't dislike it. It was in the wrong menu in my book.
Gotcha. I think, especially with this topic, it's kind of hard because we're all dancing around the fact that we don't hate any of them, except for that 9th episode. I can't stand that.
Seriously, bro. I was like, what?
But it's like some are stronger than others, but I think on the whole, we did enjoy most of them. Ren, we're just gonna keep piling on. What was your thoughts on that 9th episode?
For the longest time, my least favorite episode was Tatooine Rhapsody, just because it's the one I least preferred. Because it's a well done episode. The story just doesn't connect with me personally. And then I got to the last episode. Akakiri is trash. You don't get into the story for the longest time. The story beats are sudden. I don't give a shit about the characters. It's the one episode I don't care for the art style. A lot of respect for the people who work on it, obviously. But it's just not vibing with me, man. And then, like Leo said, it's a complete rip-off of what we've seen before. It's not an homage. It's not like it. It's a complete copy and paste of it, except, let's play
so the twins wasn't
around what is really going on. But no,
the twins wasn't?
He's
sorry?
The twins wasn't?
I definitely got some Anakin Leia vibes in there.
No.
Wasn't it a ripoff?
It picked up a no. It picked up a familiar premise.
It legit copied almost a lot of things from the sequel.
No.
Wait.
I would have said that.
From the hyperspace thing, from the twins with Ben. It's a ripoff of
Ben doesn't have a twin right there. Your argument is broken. Ben doesn't have a twin.
They're both the dyad of the Force.
No, but they were created by the dark side specifically.
But it's still in the same realm of that. Okay.
Oh, I see where
Yeah,
you're
I
going.
completely
It
disagree.
does kind of borrow the elements, the
The
basic
premise,
building blocks,
the
but
premise,
the
I
story
think,
is
the same.
original.
The execution is different.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
themes
the
that it
I would
talks
agree with
about is
that. Yeah.
original.
It
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of, was it the first episode, The Duel, and I think it's the fourth episode.
That village one,
Bride.
yeah, that one.
The Village Bride.
Bride.
They're both are technically like samurai-esque stories, but
Oh, they like the
execution is just
Village Bride.
completely
Hold on.
That was my
Oh,
bottom
wow.
3, bro. Bottom 3.
Yeah, that's bottom
Ooh.
3 for sure.
Village Bride is underrated.
I actually enjoyed that.
I was like, how
I'll
come
be
there's like this
honest.
bigger story going on and we don't even get to really explore
But
it?
let
We
me
just end it with-
reemphasize: from
That's fair,
Akakuri
yeah.
up, there's a big gap from Akakuri up.
Kakuri's not
Over
there. The rest of
Akakuri,
the episode's
over
not.
Akakuri, everything is watchable. Over Akakuri, everything is watchable.
I can agree
Yeah.
there.
I can agree there. Yes.
Jesus. Okay.
Akakuri
Moving on
really,
from-
really left the show on a sour note. Like the last episode,
It shouldn't have been the last episode.
Friend said that
Honestly.
belongs to the bottom of the well.
Like after watching Akakuri, I'm just like, do I want a season? I was questioning that.
I'll watch the Clone Wars movie before watching Akakuri again.
Sky Guy.
Yeah. Moving on from that though,
Because
guys.
even on that one, I'm like, you will become likable one day. Not right now.
Exactly.
Lo, you've been quiet because we've been talking a lot of anime and a lot of the episode you haven't seen. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are like killing my hype for the last 2 I haven't seen, but it's good.
Oh, you haven't seen Lop and
not the last-
Ocho?
Lop and Ocho is one of the best.
Lob
ones.
and
Oh,
Ocho is
Watch
Lop
Lop
and
and
Ocho
Ocho.
is one of the
Watch
best
Lop and
ones.
Ocho.
like right now. Watch
is
it.
great.
You're in for
As
All
you're
right,
on
I'll
the
be
stream,
back.
just watch it. Subtitles. That's all you need.
But discounting the last 2 you haven't seen, what is your ranking from the episodes you have seen so far, Lo?
Oh, I knew I should have wrote this down. All right, let me see if I can go off the top of my head. Sorry, Isaac. I was hurt by your least favorite, but I loved the Ninth Jedi. That one just
We all
took me away. The animation was so freaking beautiful, especially the chase over the ice. And I love the lightsaber maker. Like that's such a cool concept that like wasn't really explored in the film. So that was so cool. I loved it so much. Ninth Jedi took me away. Right after that is The Duel. I'm a really big Seven Samurai fan, and that just hit all the right notes for me. The sketchy art style and the black and white with the color, the splashes of color was just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. I couldn't stop geeking out when I threw it on. I threw it on like the day it premiered, and I was like, "What is this? I don't know what this is, but I love it. I love it. So that's number 2 for me. Shoot, where do I go number 3 here?
The twins.
I know that's kind of what it feels like, but nipping at the twins' heels is probably. I actually really liked Village Bride. I like the character of F. I like the mystery of we don't know who she is. My only issue with it is probably what your guys' complaints too is like I wanted to know more about her, and we didn't get enough time to flesh out her story or why she's on this planet. What is she doing? Is she just a wanderer like every other mysterious Ronin? I mean, that can explain it, but I would have liked to know about her like as a person. So, but yeah, going back to the twins real quick, I didn't hate it, Leo. It's just compared to like some of the other ones, it didn't hit me as hard as it did for yourself and stuff like that. But I will say though, when the twins did battle, that was pretty dope. When they really got into that really intense lightsaber battle, that's an art style that's very foreign to me, so maybe that's why it doesn't connect to me. But it was cool though. I really liked seeing that. And then I'll put Tatooine Rhapsody right after Village Bride. I actually liked it more than most people. I'm an ex-musician. I used to be in a band, and I really liked the songs. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't like hate it. I didn't like not like it. I thought the Jabba thing was kind of weird, especially like performing at the pod race stadium, but there's something about that gave it a charm that I enjoyed. And then right under that is probably Toby. I liked it, but it was a little bit childish. So
Michael Scott would love all the Toby hate in the chat right now. I'm just
I was
saying.
like, where's this going?
Hey, can I say though, I was pretty hyped though when he found the Kyber crystal in his chest.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, go Toby, you know, like
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, I didn't hate the episode. It just was my least favorite. So
It was there
For
all
sure.
along.
I would have thought that would have been his power source. The
the Kyber crystal?
Yeah, and then he just took it out of himself. So that part felt weird because I don't know.
That would have been funny if he just collapsed.
No.
The episode ends.
He's all,
Toby never got to be that Jedi, did he?
That would have been insanely dark.
He just collapses over.
And the Inquisitor just takes the crystal and the episode ends.
Just done with the goo, just clenching the crystal. Did one of them have a? Well, 9 had a bad ending, I guess.
I mean, 9
Wait,
was
what do
gonna
you
have
mean,
a
like
bad
bad
ending.
ending or just
everything.
or like
9 had a bad
open-ended?
everything.
Like I just mean like an ending where it's not very like the protagonist wins. I think it's like that's the one where the dark side seems to win at the end.
Could I throw something out there? I feel like this series deserved, like, each story deserved their own, like, kind of anime opening. That's the one thing that was kind of missing. I was like, that lame title thing, whatever. I was like, man, y'all could have just gave us a full opening or something like that.
See, I was grateful. I'm like, phew, thank goodness there's no 2 to 3 minutes of all that. Get us through. Look,
anime intro
all the time, man. I'm trying to get into the meat and the bones of the episode.
I don't know. I don't know if I
busy
say
man.
they needed it, but personally, I would have loved to see it, at least for the ones I liked.
Yeah. It's probably
not an
budget.
English
Budget
one.
wise. It's probably because of
The less
budget.
Akakuri I get, the better.
Right.
And honestly, like, well, what kind of intro is it going to be? Is this going to show the entire episode within the intro? Because that's
Absolutely not.
But you don't even got. But yeah, you're right. They wouldn't spoil the hell out of that.
that's what intros do anyway. They spoil the entire series.
Zoom in on that logo, and y'all, that's all I need. I don't need no damn intro.
I agree with Leo for sure. I just want to watch it and be done.
I will never forgive
I just
Naruto
wanna
for
watch it
spoiling
and
a
get over
character
it.
death in an opening.
Dude, they did that in the video games. I'm telling you, when Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 came out, before the ending of the actual anime, not even like dubbed, I was just like, yo, what is this? Like, people have been watching this for weeks, and I watched it on Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. It's all good. It's all there.
I get so much shit for always skipping anime intros, and look what we're talking about. They're spoiling.
Unless it's a really good one. If it's a really good one, I'll watch it.
I like Red Swan and stuff like that, or like Attack on Titans season 4 part
Vinland
1, like the
Saga
word
has
that
the
doesn't
best
spoil
opening.
anything. It just shows people marching and stuff. It doesn't spoil anything.
Vinland Saga
I
has
do
the best
agree though.
opening.
I just want to
Vinland.
get to it. Like, I mean, especially if how long the season is, it's like you kind of get tired of the same.
No.
Unless it's a banger song.
There you go.
Yeah, just make a
I'm
fire
Christian.
song.
I
There you
skip, though. Well, I
will-
gotta say though, Yasuke, I didn't skip none of that. That damn intro was
Yeah,
that intro is fire.
I'm
That's the
so
only thing good about
disappointed
that
in
show.
y'all.
That's the
So
only thing
I
good.
have to ask you, Leo, did you skip the Beep Bop intro? Come on.
No. Oh no.
Okay.
I'm not that stupid.
I was about to leave if you did.
No.
Yeah.
Leo was about to be
No.
booted out depending on that answer.
That
It's
nor the
streaming. How is
samurai
that possible?
shampoo. The samurai shampoo, I will not skip that.
Oh,
That was
Samurai Shampoo
so
was amazing,
good.
too.
But that's also like a shorter anime too. Same with Cowboy Bebop. So it's like, I get that. But if like Naruto, One Piece,
But you get different intros
Boondocks.
every season though.
yeah, I know, but it's just like the same. Like depending on how long each like season is, it's like,
I mean, it's not even each season; it's each arc.
oh yeah, each arc, each arc.
The Boondocks isn't anime, but it's drawn in like an anime-ish type style.
Oh,
so I
Boondocks,
To
kind
be
of
fair, it
I would
is
never
anime.
skip it.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's strong like
That
it, but
title
it's
is
not
dope
No,
as
to
hell.
be fair,
The Boondocks.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is animated by a Korean animator.
Yeah,
But it's not.
but that's just more the
We
premise.
got to get into that in another stream, y'all.
Yeah, he's
We'll
right,
get
right.
all into that.
We're fire
talking our-
to throw in some wood.
We're
We're going
ranking
still
our
off
favorite
track.
episodes of Star Wars Visions. So, Ren, what's your ranking?
My
Oh,
ranking
man.
from worst to best. Let me turn the notes on. The
Oh.
last one is Akakiri, then Tatooine Rhapsody, The Village Bride, which for the longest time I called The Village Bridge, and I'm like, there's not a fucking bridge on this episode at all. Then TOB1, which really surprised me, the second half, and I'm not an Astro Boy fan, but the second half was really good when he fights the Inquisitor and whatnot. Then The Elder, which is really good, but then I felt like it was not even open-ended where I wanted to see what comes next, but it left a lot of answers that it had in this episode unanswered. Then we have The Duel, which is short, sweet, and to the point, but I don't really have a lot of curiosity to go back to it. I think it's really well done. It's a nice novelty and clearly inspired by what inspired Star Wars in the first place. That's really it. It's maybe simple to a fault. At number 3, and the top 3 for me are episodes that are spectacular. So there's a big gap between what came before and now the top 3. Number 3 is The Ninth Jedi, where I feel its biggest fault is I want to see what comes next, even more than how much I love the episode in itself. Number 2 is the best episode in terms of animation, in terms of character work. It's a beautiful episode, and because it's so well done, I feel it's the one that suffers the most because of how short it is. That is Lop and Ocho. It's the best episode of this series that nobody's talking about. I see nobody talking about this, and I freaking love it. And number 1, as a personal preference, because I love the style, I love the story it's telling, I love the action, I love the designs, the animation, and it comes from one of my favorite anime studios, is the Twins. It's just very Star Warsy, and I feel their style is very fitting to Star Wars.
Mhm.
Yeah, the twin supremacy.
Let's go, baby.
The Twins is a really fantastic episode. Trigger just brings it with that one. Honestly, I get a lot of Kill la Kill vibes from that one, which is great.
Promar,
Never
also,
seen it.
Promar,
That's like the perfect showcase for them too.
For sure. Christian, what's
All
your
right.
list?
So I'll just start with number 1 and go down. Number 1 for me was The Ninth Jedi. That twist, I was just like, okay, this is like, because going up, like, as soon as I saw episode 3, I was like, okay, The Twins is my favorite. And then I saw that Ninth Jedi, then a few others. I was like, okay, I got to reconfigure some things. But The Ninth Jedi is my number 1. Number 2 for me is Lop and Ocho. Number 3 is The Twins. Number 4 would be The Village Bride. And then number 5 would probably be The Elder. Then number 6, The Duel. Then Tatooine. It's hard, honestly, like my top 5, because some of them, like between like The Duel and like Tatooine Rhapsody, like I like them just fine, and The Elder, but like some of them I like more of the action, but it's like it kind of is like interchangeable for me, to be completely honest. So like, yeah, that's for my top 3. I'll just simply say Ninth Jedi number 1, then Lop and Ocho, and then The Twins, because the others sometimes they can be a little, depending on my mood. It's like, wow, this is a good episode, and it's like, oh, this one not so much. But I don't know. It's all over the place, because I mean they're all great. It's just the 3 that stuck out to me are the ones that I just mentioned. So
yeah. I'm the same way. I think our lists are pretty much the exact same. Besides the top 3 or 4, it's pretty interchangeable. Lop and Ocho, I'm with Ren though. Like people are not talking about that one.
Thank
it
you.
Is so good.
That
Definitely
opening
underrated.
vending shot through the city and whatnot, I was like, did they get Studio Ghibli to do one? And I didn't know.
Yeah.
Misaki,
So
is that
good.
you?
So good. Leo, what's your ranking, dude?
All right, so my ranking's pretty similar to Ren's, but number 9, Akakiri, for all the reasons that have been said. It is just not a great episode. I didn't even vibe with the animation from the start, and then the story wasn't that strong. So nope. Tatooine Rhapsody, which hurts me as a musician, but at the same time, it just didn't really add a lot to the rest of them did, and it didn't really make me that curious after it ended. And it's a very forgettable episode. Like, why guys performing in Jabba's palace, dude? I don't really care. But the next one is The Village Bride, and the biggest irk I have with that one is just that it didn't really explore the bigger story at play, with kind of the bride side not really being 100% into the marriage. I was like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. didn't get enough of that, so that kind of blew that one down to the bottom 3 for me. But I'm like you, Ren. After Akakiri, after Tatooine Rhapsody, the rest of them are extremely enjoyable for me. Number 6, Toby. It's good, but I mean, it's just after it was done, it was done. I'm okay not getting any more. Then at number 5, The Duel. And I think this one has a lot of great homage to what Star Wars would be inspired by, but I just am not extremely interested after watching it and learning too much more. Number 4, The Elder, our boy Dan, nice, cool, dark-skinned Jedi. I was like, hell yeah, got us a black brother with a lightsaber. Should have been Finn, but that's a conversation for another day.
I agree.
Top 3.
I agree.
Going with La Pinocho at number 3 because it does have movie qualities. Like its voice acting is absolutely incredible. I remember starting La Pinocho and I was kind of like, all right, this is a little slow, but I like the family theme. But as it got like more and more emotional towards the end of the episode, man, easy top 3, fellas, easy. Number 2, Ninth Jedi. I want to see a series of the Ninth Jedi. And then number 1, the twins. Studio Trigger, they know how to just step in, put their stamp on something. You know, it's their style. Look just like Promare. I mean, I got a car looked exactly like Leo from Promare. Let's be real. So
you already seen it. So you already seen it.
Huh?
I knew you were going to watch Promare, but I didn't know up until now that you had already seen it.
Yep, I finally decided to watch that, man. I love it.
Wait, so which studio did Ninth Jedi?
Was that Production IG?
I got it right here.
Let me check.
Production
It
IG.
was.
Also,
Yeah,
all the
that's
season
The
IG.
second and third series of Fully Cooley. They've done quite a few. I think.
Watch Red Line next.
Also, I think this goes without saying, but all this should be main canon, in my eyes. Because like it's just
Leave
every time we
Akakiri
get
out of canon. Leave Akakiri out of canon, please.
okay.
Well, I gotta say,
First 8.
I gotta say, man. Honestly, I think they could even do a season 2 with the Ninth Jedi kind of as the beacon of the story, and they're like searching for more Jedi, and then you can hit several of these stories and new stories in a single episode.
I like that.
Kind of have them
Aren't
be the center
the
of
Ninth
story.
Jedi and the twins the 2 that take place after Episode 9? If they were to be canon,
The twins, yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
wow.
twins
I wasn't keeping track of timelines.
I wasn't
Yeah,
either.
they're not canon, so I didn't think about it.
Yeah,
The-
we didn't
the
know.
Ninth
I didn't
Jedi-
learn this until after it, it actually dropped. But it was just like, I mean, we finally get something like special as Star Wars. Even with KOTOR 1 and 2, like it was canon, but then when Disney bought it,
None
they
of
made
them
it
were ever
not canon.
canon.
Huh?
Knights of the Republic was never canon.
Yeah, it was
No, it wasn't.
during Lucas. I
It
thought
was-
it was.
No, George Lucas said none of that stuff was canon.
Oh,
Only
fuck
the
him
movies
then.
were.
We got a top 3.
Oh.
The Elder,
The
the
Elder.
Duel, and the
Oh,
Ninth
Ninth
Jedi.
Jedi. Nice. The
Nice.
Elder was a good
That's strong.
episode.
That's a
I
strong
did
three.
enjoy that. Top 5 for sure.
Mhm.
Those are all episodes I at least like, so I can't argue that.
Yeah, the Elder, that homeboy Dan, bring back homie Dan, man.
Purple
Homie,
lightsaber. Let's
bro.
go.
purple lightsaber.
Shout out to
Okay.
K.I. What's up, bro?
Hola.
Pretty much like
Oh,
all-
yeah.
so-
You're not alone there.
Yeah, that last.
I don't
one.
know what they were thinking with that last one. Like, what is this? Like,
I-
I was so lost.
But where do you put that? Like, okay, it's like, all right, that's episode 9. Where do you put that in the
Yeah.
series? You know what I mean? Like, do you
At the
make
very
it-
Episode
end,
six,
they
they
were
put it-
lost.
They put it on last because they knew if they got it in the mix in the middle there in the beginning, people will drop the show probably.
If that was number 1, I would have been like, what
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah,
Right.
Everyone
exactly.
is hyped. Everyone is hyped. And the bunny one, how dare you, sir? No, her
name
name.
is
Know her name, you son of a bitch. I can call him that. My co-host on my podcast.
Say her
I can
name.
call him that.
The bunny
The
one was
bunny
good.
one.
I will say it's in my top 3.
We're not
But
calling
let's
it the
respect
bunny
Bob's
one.
Can I
name,
can I
okay?
make a comment on that people like complain about the bunny girl, but they don't complain about Chewbacca, where he's like a live action furry? Like, it's just, the double standards are crazy. In Star Wars.
Also, Beauty and the Beast. Don't forget about that.
Especially in anime. Especially in anime.
Right.
How is the humanoid bunny weird in anime? Come on.
People was complaining about the bunny rabbit.
Really?
Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
bunny
yeah,
girls, but
watched
they
it
don't have
already,
it.
so.
They don't got an issue with Ewoks or Chewbacca. Like,
right.
Look at her
I do
fighting
agree.
style, man. Look at her using her legs to jump and whatnot. Her bunny abilities. That
Dude,
was
her and her.
awesome.
I
love
was.
that.
Oof. Give me more of that, please. Give me
Great
more
episode.
love in the show,
Same.
please.
Perp,
Please
did we
do.
get your ranking yet?
no, but I
Okay.
did do a ranking on Twitter. I just don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, episode 2 and 9 were the weakest. Anything that was starting with the is definitely in the top 5. So that's the easiest way I could break it down. But like, yeah, Ninth Jedi was by far the best one because I always said like, yo, Star Wars needs to go into the future, get away from the Skywalker stuff because I feel like that's what's been holding back Star Wars for the longest. Is just we're stuck in episode 4 through 6 and just we need to get out there. We need to get out there and just go completely into the future. And I want more of the Ninth Jedi. Period.
Amen. Well
you
said.
blew my mind by saying all the good ones start with the. And I'm
I
looking at my
love it. I
list.
was
I'm like,
like, oh
holy
my
shit.
god, he's right.
I don't know. I
The
got
Lop
Village
and
Elder,
Ocho
the Village
especially.
Elder in the bottom 3.
Lop and Ocho is really good though. That's like that only that was the one that
Yeah.
kind of remind me of like a Studio Ghibli film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
AJ,
sir. Yes, sir.
did we get your ranking? I'm trying to keep track here.
See, now I'm excited for
No.
the 8th one, but I might just give the
Watch
last
Not
one.
after
eight,
8.
skip
Don't watch
9.
9.
Yeah,
Watch
drop the last
the
one.
ninth
Don't watch
one
the
too,
last
though.
one. Don't
Watch
watch
the
Lop and
ninth
Ocho.
one too. All right, my list. Okay, my last one is Tatooine Rhapsody because I'm just not a musical fan when it comes to TV shows and stuff like that. Number 8 is Akakiri. Much like what everybody said, it wasn't that good. Number 7 is The Village Bride. Number 6 is COB1 is number 6. Number 5 is The Elder. Number 4 is Lop and Ocho. Number 3 is The Twins. Which one am I missing now? Number 2.
Jedi and the Duel, I think.
Yeah.
Number 2 is The Ninth Jedi, and number 1 is The Duel. Yep.
Nice.
So you're
Nice.
gonna put episode 9 in front of Tatooine Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like Tatooine Rhapsody more than Akakiri. I think it's yeah.
All right, hold on.
What-
That was
what
my other
the-
question.
I'm you know,
Interesting though. The Duel as number 1.
Look,
Yeah, that is very
me,
interesting.
For me, The Duel, I really love how the concept is that it's based off of the first Great Schism, where there's a divide between the Jedi, where it just the fraction cuts off and they become the Sith. I really love that aspect of it, and you have Sith versus Sith within this episode, which I really, really love. And that we never got really a Sith duel in in the movies, really. So that's something that's more refreshing.
But that's what's dope. Not to cut you off, but like that's what's dope about the Duel is that like we don't know if Ronan is he clearly says he's not a Jedi, but we don't know exactly if he's a Sith. He might just be hunting down Sith or something like that, and, you know.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I can't wait to read the Ronan book. This is why this is my most interested episode because I wanted to get to know the Ronin a lot more. Like, is he a Sith? Is he a Jedi? Is he a Sith hunter? There's a lot of questions surrounding that one character that I really want to get to know, and that's why this is my favorite episode.
I love the shot of when we like see inside of his cloak and you just see all the kyber crystals.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope.
That was sweet.
Also, the design of the Sith bandit leader is amazing. It gave me that Afro samurai look, which I really, really love.
Hey, Mike, can I speak to what you said? I think General Grievous would be proud of that cloak.
Do y'all think that was a bad idea for him to give the little kid like a red crystal? Because I was just like, oh, that's I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. Maybe that kind of ties into like a sequel or something like that, where we get like a time skip and that kid grows up and he becomes like a Sith or something like that. I don't know.
It could happen, but that speaks to your point with that you want Star Wars to go in the future. I wouldn't mind that, but I also wouldn't mind them to go into like the distant past, which is like 3,000 years. Before Phantom Menace, because for me at least, the most interesting stuff that came out of Star Wars is the Knights of the Old Republic, stuff like that, because you get so much information of who the Sith is and who the Jedi are and all of that, which I really want to see.
Yeah. Not to mention we really don't see within any of the trilogies how lightsabers were made. So I really like how in this series it was kind of based around kyber crystals, because all that information kind of comes from, KOTOR 1 and 2, like how lightsabers are made and things of that nature. So I really like how they were finally starting to get into that. But I do agree with what Perp was saying about like, we really need to break out of this original trilogy, this whole Skywalker saga thing. And I really enjoy it how Disney now is, they're focusing more on TV, and like that's fine, and I understand like you need to have a starting point. It's like, okay, well, this TV show takes place like in between here and here, but like let's start just moving after.
Well, I think that's what they're doing now, especially since
after the rise of Skywalker.
I think they're starting to work on that now with Visions. They're testing the waters with this to see what fans like or what fans don't like, because with these 9 episodes, every single episode feels different from one another. Like a lot of people love the Rhapsody one, a lot of people like the Village one, a lot of people like the Twins. They all have this different feel, which I feel like Disney is just trying to test the waters of what people want most. And going off the video games, we're getting the remake of Knights of the Old Republic, which is something that's going to be amazing.
Yes. I'm very, very excited.
Yes.
Woo, hype.
Unless they pull a Final Fantasy VII remake and then they say like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like 10. Are they gonna split it up into like episodic and stuff on it?
I don't think
that's like the first third of that game is that whole, like the first third of Final Fantasy VII is that whole game.
That was like, Square Enix's fault. Yeah, that was Square Enix's fault, because they announced Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Final Fantasy 7 remake at the same time. Where it's like, obviously you have like different teams working on it, but it's like if they just would have focused on Final Fantasy 7, we would have had the entire game, whatever they wanted to add in and whatnot. But they were making too many games at one time. Square Enix
no release date for part 2 in sight at all.
And they literally said we don't have a roadmap. I'm like, so why was this made? Why?
I do wish they changed the gameplay for Knights of the Old Republic.
I think they're going to for this new one. I'm hoping that they do. Because the original, much like Mass Effect 1, like the gameplay now, like in today's, it's not gonna work. Like it's a great RPG. I'm used to it because I played it on Xbox originally.
I want it to be more like a Witcher type of game, like Witcher 3.
Or Final Fantasy 7 remake.
I could see them doing a more action RPG,
RPG, that shit.
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 7 remake. Like, I think they have to go that route for sure, because they're going to lose a lot of people.
As someone who's never played KOTOR, if the gameplay is the same as it was like 20 years ago,
it is good. That gameplay is completely outdated. Completely.
Very, very.
Oh, here's an interesting comment here. Toby needs a spinoff. He's the first Pinocchio of Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, I got the perfect spinoff. Like you're gonna have what's his name? Toby one and Grogu. Like have them go on adventures or something like that.
Oh my god, yes.
How do they not make toys for that yet? It's crazy.
That'd be cute. But yeah, as you guys were saying, branching out past the Skywalker saga is something that really stood out with Visions. Taking us to the past, taking us to the future. Because if you look at them, they do take place at certain points in the Star Wars timeline, even though they're not canon. So like the twins being in the far future is a really interesting idea, and it's kind of again just breathing that fresh air, that breath of fresh air into the Star Wars universe, and showing that you can tell stories with different characters that aren't related to Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader
or Palpatine.
Right, or Palpatine. God, I can't believe they actually did that one. To this day, I can't believe they did that one.
I would have been okay with Obi-Wan Kenobi, but Palpatine, I was like, come on, y'all.
Come on, man. Come on now.
A Palpatine clone, no less.
I would have been okay with Palpatine if that was the plan from the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
But Vision's just showing different sides of the universe is what I loved about The Mandalorian, and I'm glad they're kind of embracing telling stories with new characters. But with that said, our next question for you guys, which animation studio would you like to see do an episode in a season 2? I'm going to start before anybody steals mine.
Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli, right. But I want to see Mappa do an episode, whether that be like Attack on Titan or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
I want to see them make a balls to the wall action adventure with these Star Wars characters, where that be, even if it's like 15 minutes, I think that would be the best episode of Visions if they went there. I'm leaving Ghibli for somebody else. You guys can expound on that one later. We're gonna just toss it over to Perp.
Like I said earlier, I would go with Studio Wit because I feel like they're the best right now. As far as consistency goes, and just between Attack on Titan, Great Pretender, and stuff like that. Like I think they really bring a unique like art style, especially like Vivi. I would like to see like a Star Wars story like with that type of animation. Or Bones. Those are my two picks.
Bones would be really good, honestly.
You can only have one pick. Which one is it?
Wit. I'll go with.
Oh, wow, that was quick.
Yeah. No hesitation there. We're gonna pass it over to Isaac because you didn't have a ranking, so I want to get you back in the conversation, buddy.
Studio Ghibli's Slice of Life episode.
Slice of Life Star Wars.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That'd be interesting.
I like that.
Get a little blue milk, hang out, That'd be cool.
I feel it.
I'm feeling it. I actually, and I think that's why I don't hate Tatooine Rhapsody, is that it's not everything needs to be life or death, even though that one still is technically life or death.
Yeah.
But just having a chill time, playing some music, it's cute.
For
Don't need
someone
it all
we
the
don't
time.
care
but
about.
it's cute.
Y'all just a bunch of negative Nellies today.
Lo, I know you're the rookie here when it comes to these anime studios. Is there a style that you at least want to see in a season 2?
Or like name an anime that you like the style, and we can look up the studio for you.
For sure.
Oh man, I'm terrible. I don't have much to choose from, but I mean, I don't know. I really liked Cowboy, and Silent Voice was good. That was like the one movie I've seen recently.
Oh, nice.
That looked cool. I liked like what they did with like the thought boxes that kept popping up, and like when he was like hearing people like talk about him, and like I thought that was kind of cool, like stylistically how they did that, and like or the people that were like angry at him and he could like sense it, and like it would like change how the person looked. I thought it was kind of cool.
Dude, if
Nice.
Sunrise did an episode of Visions that was kind of like along the lines of like a space bounty hunter, bro. Ooh, I'm sold, Lo. I'm sold.
I was surprised nobody said Toei.
That's how animation. Give me a
Toei
DBZ.
is a little inconsistent though.
They are
A little?
such a big,
But
such a
if
big
they only did
library.
one,
When they're bad, they're
They
bad.
only
But when
did
they're
one.
good, they're really, really good.
yeah.
Well, somebody already took mine. Somebody said Bones already, and of course I was gonna say Bones, but I'm going Madhouse, y'all.
Yep. That
Yeah,
was
for
about
Madhouse.
Madhouse would be nice. Madhouse would be nice.
I was about to
For
say that.
those of us who aren't great with studios, what has Madhouse done?
Trigun, Vampire Hunter D.
They
Deadline,
did Mob Psycho too,
Paprika.
didn't they?
They did One Punch as well, right?
They did
They
Hunter
did
x Hunter.
Oh, there's one more
Oh,
season
they did
too.
Hunter x Hunter. Okay.
No
Okay.
Game, No Life.
Nice. Oh, no, no, no.
Christian, what about you?
So I'm kind of in the same boat. So like, I mean, obviously I've watched like a lot of anime, but I don't really pay attention too much of the studios. And now that, people are starting to talk about it, kind of is piquing my interest to see who's made what, but I'll put myself on the clock here.
Hey man, I'm Googling.
No.
Go ahead, Google, Doc.
Yeah. So I would say, besides, I mean, Studio Ghibli is like more of an obvious answer, but whoever the studio that made the Fate Stay Night.
Fuck! Come on.
Oh,
Take
that would
mine.
be,
God damn it.
that'd be
What-
nasty.
Or the studio that made
Horrible.
Your Name and Weathering with You.
Nice.
Oh, Kyoto Animations, come on.
Kyoto Anime. Okay. So yeah. Is that for Your Name and Weathering with You, or is that for the Fate Stay Night?
Your Name, I think.
That's for Your Name and Weathering.
Because that animation is beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
Same
I
thing
gotta
with-
think.
yeah.
Y'all just keep taking mine.
Get like a Fate Zero type of style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Studio
Woo,
D.
that'd be crazy.
Ooh, that'd be tight.
I mean, you saw like with Saber. I mean, like I was like, okay, like let's
Those
go.
fights would be epic. Those would be like probably the best lightsaber fights we'll ever see. Like,
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
what studios have been taken so far?
Bones, Ghibli, Studio Dean, Madhouse, Sunrise, that was Lowe's for Cowboy Bebop.
Bones was taken.
And yeah, Bones has already been Mappa.
Bones.
who
And that's about it.
who
Oh,
makes
Studio
what's the studio that did Hellsing? I forget.
I think that was Madhouse.
That was Bad House too.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they did Trigun too, right?
Yeah, I know they did try
Yeah.
them for sure.
I just have to say, if Tohei did actually did a episode of Visions, are we gonna just end it like Dragon Ball Z, where the fights just drag on to the next season?
Absolutely, absolutely, bro.
The name of
Like,
the episode.
Well, they can only
Don't
do
have it
one
until the
episode, so
next
it's going to be a 400-hour episode.
It's like Goku versus Frieza. That doesn't happen for like the next 5 episodes. It's
the
like
lightsabers are like actually like on their knuckles,
Did-
and they're just like going at each other, fist to fist.
Speaking of which, did
Tune in
anybody
next
know
time
that
on Star Wars
the
Visions.
Japanese voice for who was it
It's
Toby
Goku
was
first.
Goku?
Yeah,
Really?
Masako Nozawa.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh,
Leo
no
didn't
wonder it
like.
sounded so annoying.
Nah, Goku's
Yeah.
Japanese voice
Just
is
sounds like the
dope,
best.
man.
It is dope, but I do prefer his English.
Oh no! I cannot even watch the sub of Dragon Ball Z.
Yo,
Goku's the
Vegeta's
best
sub's
Goku.
voice is peak. It's
Oh,
peak.
yeah.
Vegeta
Chris
English
Savage.
is the
All of
best.
us is
Goat.
SRP.
The best.
Goat.
Easily.
Piccolo too, baby.
Oh yeah, that's
Same
super.
voice actor.
Yeah, same vote. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Great stuff.
AJ, did you come up with a pick yet? Because I know
Yeah.
we kind of yoinked all of yours.
Yoink.
That's fine. I still have one more.
Sweet.
What is it? White Fox. White Fox Animation. They did Steins Gate. A comic
Oh,
got
shit.
killed. A comic got
Oh.
killed. And,
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh,
Goblin
yeah.
Slayer.
Oh,
So I didn't see that one.
That'd be great.
sick. That'd be really sick, honestly. Ren, what about you?
Ufotable, baby. The best studio, the best animation I've ever seen on an anime is from Ufotable, so I gotta go with that one. Even though Christian kind of stole it, so I'll say it's not even a studio, so I'm even going to kind of cheat, but I want to see Shinichiro Watanabe do an episode.
Yeah.
Mm.
He did Cowboy Bebop, he did Kids on the Slope, he's doing the Blade Runner anime,
Yes,
and that one
please.
is in 3D, unfortunately, but you know.
You know, I kind
That's
of want him to
bullshit.
do an episode of The Mandalorian too. if we can
That'd
get him
be
over,
great.
Do it all the
That'd be
day Filoni.
great.
That's all you got to do.
you know, that's where I am with that one, honestly. We kind of mentioned this at the top of the show, but it's what other big franchises should get the Visions treatment.
What if? Go ahead, Marvel. Just
You
Ditch
know what?
that
That
animation
would be
style.
awesome. That would be
ditch that
awesome.
animation
Yes,
style. Bring
yes.
in anime studios and do what
But
if
that's
season two
but
with
that's
that.
the thing. Like, we don't over here in the West. We don't got no top tier animation. Like it's all 3D shit and just
It's all Mickey Mouse and
yeah. It's just like that's why they had to outsource it. Like
I'm okay with
Mickey
them doing
Mouse
the
and
same thing
Scooby-Doo.
Star Wars did, and go ahead.
Mhm.
And do the
yeah,
same
okay,
thing.
yeah.
Marvel has the tools to do that. Because
I have
it's
one.
Disney. It's still technically Disney, so
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah,
still
yeah.
possible to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
reach
just
out.
Disney
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
was-
like loaning out, hey, do this one too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly.
the animated studios will be stupid not to, since they'll get paid a lot to do Star Wars and Marvel.
It just sucks with animation sometimes because I mean, like Perp said, like over here in the West, it's just when it comes to animation, people think like Mickey Mouse, Scooby Doo, Courage the Cowardly Dog, like all that stuff. We're more in the mindset, like at least for the general public, that like animated stuff is for kids when that obviously is not the case. So like a lot of, and I think that's the issue with What If, with a lot of people aren't liking it. I mean, I like the animation style; it's really cool, very different, like the cell shaded technology, but it's not as interesting as what Leo had said earlier. Like I wish they would go a little bit deeper like they did with Star Wars Visions, but it's like I feel like it is the least liked out of all of the Marvel series that's come so far, probably because of animation. Same thing with Invincible. Like I loved Invincible, but I just didn't see a lot of people talking about it. Like it's not something outside of like this like Twitter space friend group that I have, like from my other friends that I've met throughout my life. I can't recommend it to them because I know they're not going to watch it, and it just turns them off. It's like, oh, it's animated. Like if it's not Pixar or Disney, they just don't want anything to do with it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks.
Unfortunately. So we've got Marvel, essentially, is what we're saying we want to see. That would be really easy for Disney just to ship What If Season 2 overseas.
Well,
please do it. That'd be amazing.
But then,
Like,
I'll say this. I don't want Marvel What If to be doing this because I think what If is going for and what Visions was going for is completely different. I would rather have What If as it is, and then another animated show that is Marvel's Visions or whatever we all want to call it.
That's fair.
I'll say this with Marvel, it doesn't need, like you said, Ren, it doesn't need to be an anime studio. Just give the animators the freedom to do what they want with the animation style.
One-shot stories.
We got Into the Spider-Verse, one of the best animated movies out there right now, and it's not animated by any anime studios or anything.
That's a good point.
It's here in our backyard.
Honestly, even like the Lego movie, like I mean, everyone thought that movie was gonna flop.
Yeah,
but like it's a really good movie. I mean, it's Legos, like everyone likes Legos, but it's.
So y'all want Illumination to come in and do some of them What If episodes? Is that what I'm hearing?
I want
or if you're lucky, you'll get like DreamWorks. If you're lucky, you'll get the Steven Universe treatment for a lot of Marvel stuff.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Rick and
all the
Morty,
cool
guys.
stuff in Steven Universe was outsourced to like anime companies.
Man, what's that new
wow.
Aquaman show?
I've got an interesting
Jesus.
Like everything that looks like anime, like what was that, Gumball? When they did that,
Gumball, yes!
Super Saiyan episode, that was outsourced.
I love Gumball. Yeah.
I have an interesting franchise that nobody else is going to answer, but Lo has something to say first. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks, Ren. I was like, they forgot.
No, you called it first.
No, so I'm a really big fantasy guy. And it's gonna be weird that I don't pick my favorite, but I feel like animation wise, it'd be kind of interesting to see the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yes,
that would look pretty cool with the dragons and the wands and the whole Hogwarts.
Yeah, the beam struggle. Yes. I could see it now. The beam struggles with the wands and stuff.
Yeah,
power struggles, man. The PlayStation 2 been moving the thumbsticks back and forth.
And like, oh, that'd be so cool. Like,
and anything to get J.K. Rowling out of get her hands out of the pot.
She'll still get
Dumbledore
paid
really
for it.
turn up.
Dumbledore scripts, man.
She'll still get paid for it.
Oh yeah, because it's her property.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she don't need to be hands involved, hands in and all that.
Nah.
Get her on
Get
that
her
The
out.
only request to be is
Get
as
her
long as
out.
Harry has green eyes. That's the
I
only
don't.
thing
I
that
don't
matters.
care as long as the movies are good or the cartoons are good. I don't really care.
Well, that last Fantastic Beast was trash.
It was
I'm the
so
original one.
bad, Leo. I hated it so
Yikes.
much. And I
Yikes.
still bought it on 4K.
It was yikes, dog. Complete his ass down there. He's like, I still
Just
had to get
because
that.
you write books doesn't mean you can write a movie. Hey,
Thank you, Ren.
Yes, yes,
Take
yes.
notes,
Say
me
it
and
louder for
Lilo.
the people in the back.
No,
Completely
but Ren,
different
what did you have to
thing.
say?
So this is a franchise that nobody else was going to answer, and I have a love throughout all my life for it. It was never canceled. It exists since the year I was born to this
Simpsons.
day, and the comics are amazing. It could do a lot of great things in animation. That is the Power Rangers franchise. I think
Yep.
it would be really interesting.
Oh, shit.
to
Wow,
see
yeah,
some
that
great
would
stuff
work.
in Those
It would
one
work.
shots.
To get away from the campiness, yeah, I would like that. I don't care if
No,
it's
I think it's got to have campiness to work.
I'm not a fan of the shows, but the comic series is amazing.
The comic series. is
Power
so
Ranger
good.
comics are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. That evil Green Ranger, that psycho Green Ranger. Yeah. Woo.
I need to see a Dragon Zord in that anime style.
I
man.
can
Lord
see
Draken,
Trigger doing the
baby.
Power
Give me
Ranger
Lord
series.
Draken in the anime.
Yes, I can see Trigger doing the
Hang
Power
on, I
Ranger
think I can
series.
show it to you. I think I can show
Ooh,
it to you.
Trigger, that will be
Yeah.
Mhm.
so
There
good.
we go.
You
Trigger
get
will be
like
great.
Ninja
There's
Turtles
the
too.
full collection.
Oh, yeah. that's
Ooh.
cool.
Way down
hey,
there.
You
Uh-oh.
haven't seen like the new cartoon of Ninja Turtles? That animation is fire. Hold on.
The
I'll
one where
check it out.
Raphael's all huge.
Hey,
Mm.
hey. It's weird at
That's what-
first, but after like 2
Yeah.
episodes, it's fantastic.
It is fire.
I
Come
have
on.
not
how
seen
I
that
felt
one, but
about What
I
If.
remember I felt the same. I remember I felt the same about the 2012 series where they're all kind of square, and that is
Oh, yeah,
probably
the
my
3D.
favorite show of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That show is spectacular.
I gotta say, my favorite one is that 2003 like
I
anime.
love that
actual
one.
ninja
I
Yes,
style.
love
that
that
is-
one. That one is awesome.
The
That one is
design,
awesome
I think
for
the
sure.
designs in the early 2000s are way better than it is now.
Mhm.
Like the character designs, the art design is just way better. But when
But
it
give
comes to
the
animation,
2012 show. Give the 2012 show a shot if you haven't, because story-wise, I think it's by far the best show they've ever had.
It's my favorite
It's
Ninja Turtles
amazing.
show of all time.
Right? It's
And I'm a
amazing,
huge
man.
Ninja Turtles fan.
I started it out of morbid curiosity, and I was hooked because the stories are so good, and they have these season-long story arcs, and the voice cast is amazing. It's really good.
Mhm.
Definitely recommend.
I think the 2003 show is the coolest show, but I think the 2012 one is the. It's just it's the best. It's like the Oscar Bates for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is the best way I can put it.
Leo,
100%
I
agree.
share something to you.
Share away. Does anybody else have a major franchise?
I do.
I know what you
I
mean to
do.
say.
We can start, Christian.
Game of Thrones.
Game,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Game of
finally,
Thrones already
give-
been in the animation.
Give
Give
us
the
some
Night
animation.
King some give him like a decent send off, you know. Not like what they did. Oh man, that shit was trash, man.
Oh, is this TMNT?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the new one
No
that I
way.
think Mike was talking about.
This,
this is
is
a-
oh shit.
Oh damn. Oh, he picked that. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Oh.
Oh, this is that. Y'all, I might have to get on this.
What is this on? What's the streaming on?
What the hell?
It's probably on Paramount Plus at this
Yeah, I
point.
think-
Not to get
Yeah,
off
that
topic,
was
but
tight.
speaking of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I just want that whole Last Ronin thing that they're doing in the comics to end, so I can get the volume because that sounds
Ooh,
dope. What
yeah.
they're doing with that
Mhm.
story.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Mm.
That's
Um,
great.
my franchise, y'all know how basic I am. It's gonna be Avatar: The Last Airbender. I need my
Yes,
anthology.
please. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean-
Yes.
It still kind of has like an anime, like so you want like a sharper.
But it's not anime, so I support that choice.
There we go.
Thank
Will.
you.
Papa.
But it's animated by
Yep,
an and it's
I didn't
animated
realize
by
you were
an-
okay. Nice.
I love Avatar.
No,
I
but
do
like
too.
just the idea of
Who doesn't?
having different stories following different characters is what I
Mhm.
like.
Yes.
Like imagine an episode not following an avatar. or you're
Imagine
following
a
somebody
Cabbage Man episode.
My cabbages.
Yeah.
My cabbages.
Can you imagine his trek from Omashu to Ba Sing Se just for
Oh,
it to get
God.
destroyed? I mean, that would be a
Lord.
legitimately heartbreaking episode.
Oh, I got another like franchise they could possibly do like to get like an anime treatment or whatnot. Go into the horror side of things, maybe Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that, or I don't know.
That'd be interesting. Or like a
That
psychological.
give me another
that'd be cool.
idea.
I like
That give me
that.
another idea. Because what if they picked up like Stephen King stories and did that treatment with those?
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
awesome.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool. Get an animated
I
version of
can't-
it. Yeah.
I can't help but think of Nightmare on Elm Street. I can't help but think about Rick and Morty when they did that.
Oh yeah.
I just can't get that out of my
That was
head.
the funniest
Yeah,
episode,
That was
No,
a
it's-
fantastic episode.
It was. Yes, it was.
Holy shit. So now I can't stop thinking of a Power Rangers anime in the chibi style of Studio Colorido.
Oh my god!
I'd rather have Trigger. I'd rather have Trigger than Colorido.
I know,
Yeah,
but something about
sure.
like some chibi Power Rangers just sounds like.
What about
I know.
Bones?
Oh,
Bones
They got
do it.
chibi Pokemon.
Yeah, Bones. Anything that can deal with violence perfectly, that's what
And be
Power
colorful.
Rangers need to be.
I mean, it could even
I
just be
think-
slice
I
of
think,
life,
like,
like
both-
Isaac said.
Both the episodes that Trigger did for Star Wars Visions, both very different. I think both would work for Power Rangers or for
Yeah.
anything
Oh,
that we
man.
talked about.
Give the Trigger Promare treatment. Give that style. That style is just so good, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other franchises that come to mind, or
Lord of the
Walking
Rings,
Dead.
bro.
Walking
Yeah.
Dead.
Lord of the Rings. I was gonna say DC, but it's like they kind of already did that with the new 52 in a way. It kind of had that anime s.
Yeah.
Well, they only did that with Batman
I mean,
Ninja. They
not
ain't
like
do it with anything
not
else.
like full ground, like
Mhm.
anime, but I would love to see some Batman with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Christian just
Well, did you see
insists that
the
Avatar's an
short?
anime. Now we talk
Did-
about Batman.
Did you see the short where they actually did a Batman series that was like pure anime? Hold on, I'll bring it. I'll try to bring it up, but.
But yeah, I mean,
really
mine was more so Game of Thrones. I think that would be really awesome.
Game of Thrones. Lord of the Rings would be nice too.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Super high fantasy.
You can even
Perfect.
do just Batman one-off stories if you want to do like a Visions episode. You could do a
Mhm.
Jason Todd, a Dick Grayson episode.
Yeah, that'd be
You can go
cool.
through the whole Bat family.
Yeah.
for sure?
I have another, but they kind of already did this in preparation for the movie that came out a few years ago. But Blade Runner would be interesting to see all these sorts of stories in that.
Well,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
doing Blade Runner.
I know, but
Yep.
but like one-off stories, not like. A
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
Shinichiro
And
Watanabe is doing
non-3D.
that one.
No,
Yeah.
Dune would be good too.
I'm
about
still
Fast
gonna
and
give it a
Furious?
chance, but oh my god.
Fast
mean,
and Furious.
It's already an anime in live action. It doesn't need the anime.
Fast and Furious would
Yeah.
work.
Family.
Basically, it's a live action anime.
Yeah, it basically is.
Yes, Fast and Furious. Yes.
I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Yes.
However,
Same,
you say
honestly.
family in Japanese, yeah.
All right, Leo,
Just that
show-
Batman?
yeah.
I'm still mad about F9. I can't even think about Fast and the Furious nowadays.
You ain't lying, bro.
Batman of
I
Shanghai.
have never seen this.
Oh, I
that
remember
actually looks
seeing
pretty
this.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it
this
This
looks
was
is
a
great.
couple
It's
years
not-
ago, ain't it?
is that Ben 10? No, I'm
It's
just
not
kidding.
Batman Ninja.
I'm just messing with you.
I was gonna say, where is
I
Batman?
remember seeing this.
I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing
where
this.
is Batman?
I never saw if it was a. Did it premiere
know this
or was this just an
existed.
idea?
Ooh.
Is that Catwoman?
Yeah.
What?
It says
I
so.
like
This was on
that.
Toonami.
Interesting.
What?
color.
Yeah, it was
France.
a short on Toonami. Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
this at all.
France. That's Bane.
This looks tight as hell.
Is that
hey.
Bruce Wayne?
Oh man.
Yo,
I don't
Please.
think it is. I don't think Bruce Wayne would fight.
Selena Kyle though? I'm like,
Right.
damn.
Oh,
Yo, that's
oh.
nasty.
That.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Smooth.
Give it to me now.
Yes.
Send it over.
Like that. There's absolutely no story here, but I like it.
A lot of the DC
the concept
shorts are
was
kinda
just
like
to show off
action-based,
how cool the
honestly.
animation was.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more of just like a showcase for what the animation
Yeah,
could be like.
true.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I might have
Yeah,
tried
that'd
that
be-
TMNT though.
Yeah,
that was
boy.
like a shark.
Same. I need to give that one a shot.
I was like,
So I got one more franchise idea, and I can't believe Isaac hasn't said it. The Legend of Zelda.
oh
Yes.
no, that would be great.
Absolutely.
That would be amazing.
If
Absolutely.
you're gonna say Legend of
Or
Zelda, I'll
Metroid.
say God of War.
Yeah.
God of War would be
Hey, if
good.
you say God of War, I gotta say
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
God, give
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts
Win.
anime
Or
treatment,
in Smash.
please.
If you say
Or
Kingdom Hearts, I
Smash.
had to say Last of Us.
I don't know.
I was saying Castlevania here.
Maybe it's like a slice of life anime.
Okay.
Wait, Castlevania? Hold on. Isaac saying Castlevania? They got
Yeah.
It's already. It's
Yeah.
already an anime.
Hi.
Yeah, Castlevania.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're having a vision episodes of those that they don't want to focus any seasons
Mm.
of.
Ah, gotcha.
That's what I'm-
Oh,
Okay,
like the
okay.
Way to remember
anthology.
the theme of Visions and not just do the story of the
I
Legend
was
of
like,
Zelda.
hold on now.
I mean, they can covering the. There are elements that they don't even cover that much in the video games. Just give them some shines in a vision episode, so to speak.
I think
I
somebody
have
else just had
another
a
one.
light bulb.
I have another one because we started bringing up video games. Assassin's Creed, man.
I ain't gonna be turning in.
The thing with Assassin's Creed,
I can see it.
I want a perfect live action before anything else with Assassin's Creed.
One step at a
No,
time.
that's
I
not
mean,
possible.
Netflix is already.
It's not
I
gonna happen.
need a
Or Prince of
perfect live
Persia would be
action.
cool.
That
too.
could actually Assassin's Creed could work. You get the people that just was all involved with Vinland Saga.
That
Boom.
live
Prince
action
of
treatment
Persia.
for
Prince
Assassin's
of
Creed was
Persia.
trash.
Yes.
We
Yes, it
already
would.
have a good
Yeah,
live action.
of course. That movie was garbage, but it has so much potential of having like a major a series out of that movie. You could have so many things going on with Assassin's Creed. Like it for me, I think
That
Assassin's
movie
Creed should
hurts
have.
so much.
For me,
Oh, man.
Assassin's Creed should have been like Game of Thrones, where you have like many seasons, because you can do so much with that concept. Of Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed. So good.
What if
For
it
sure.
took place
That
inside
movie.
of a video game like Tron?
Mm. Mm.
Or is that
I
is that gonna,
mean-
is that
Well,
not
I
gonna
mean,
fit the
you
style?
already have
Yeah.
there's sort of online. The first season was really good.
Why didn't they just make Michael Fassbender
How-
Ezio or Altair? I couldn't really get with the fact that they had this whole brand new character. And
What I didn't like is that they kept going back and forth throughout the movie.
Yeah.
They
Kind of
should've
defeats
just
the
picked
purpose.
Yeah.
I mean,
How would y'all feel about like Halo getting like an anime treatment?
I can see that.
I can see it
I mean,
too.
Never played it.
I don't know an Xbox.
Gears of
so
War.
I
I
don't
think
know
I
much.
prefer
Yeah.
Gears of War.
Gears would be
I'll watch the show.
awesome.
I just won't play it because I don't have an Xbox.
It's just like, I mean, with Halo, it's like, I mean, do you make it a Master Chief story? Do you not? It really just depends. Because I
Yeah.
mean, there was a Halo TV series. Like, I remember
didn't
back when
work.
like Halo 2 came out, they're like, oh, there's a Halo movie coming out. And then it never fucking came. And then,
Thank goodness.
yeah, seriously though. I just don't know. Like, I mean, because Halo is such a like 90s, like millennial generational type. Dang.
Say that shit did not come out in the 90s.
No, I'm just like, I mean, growing up, with Xbox, online gaming and all that stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if Halo could work. I mean, it could.
Yeah, like how you
maybe.
translate that to like nowadays, like how do you make
Yeah.
that like people care about it?
Oh,
Yeah.
it would
I
be
mean, a video
dope if-
game's one thing, but anime for it, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
It'd
Just
be
depends.
cool if the studio that did.
I mean, it would be a
Samurai-
good way for Microsoft to get into the Japanese market, introduce
Yeah.
Halo as an anime.
Bring in
You know what?
Sunrise and give them that Gundam-like kind of 90s
Yeah.
Gundam style. Look,
Give me
that
Mass
could be
Effect.
dope.
Give me Mass
Mm-hmm.
Effect. 100% anime. That story. is so
Silent
good.
Hill as an anime.
Yeah.
Perp had me
Nice.
sold on Kingdom Hearts. That just
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I could have swore I saw an article they were saying like they're trying to do a series or something like that. I was like, yes,
okay.
please
Yeah,
do
that's
this.
true.
Doing Assassin's Creed on Netflix. I forgot
Yeah,
about
they
that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell.
Leo said
But
not
it's not.
another one.
But it's not a. But it's not a Visions. It's not a Visions type of thing. It's a continuous thing.
So
Yeah, it kind of feels like we forgot the assignment as we kept talking.
Hey, Mortal Kombat.
You guys all fail. You didn't answer the question properly.
What about Mortal Kombat, folks? That'd be a dope.
Yeah, that'd be
anime.
cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be just a different fight every episode, but I'll be there.
There's a lot of
bad boys.
Bad boy. Barbershop.
I would like to see Power.
We could do some barbershop. That'd be awesome.
I want a Squid Game anime. That's what I want.
Still have. Is anyone?
Yeah.
No, we already got that with Darwin's Game.
Did you see the anime drawing earlier? The Squid Game?
Yeah. That shit was clean. I was like, because Squid Game is blowing up. They need to do something like do like a like little side stories or something like that in animated anime form or something like that.
Hunger Games would be a good one too.
Hunger Games would be very good.
What was that?
Hunger Games is a weaker form of Squid Game, though.
I mean,
but what about Battle Royale? Is that what
I was gonna say, that's like, that's like the Battle Royale is like the OG, like that's
get Battle Royale, that Hunger Games stuff. We don't seen enough of that.
He said, I'm through with you, Hunger Games.
He said, I'm through with Jessica.
We had a good while of that shit. So
until Catching Fire came out.
Catching Fire was all right, and then it just went downhill.
Give me Twilight. Give me Twilight. Give me Twilight.
That's all you, my man. That's all you.
You got that?
Crazy.
Welcome
back, Isaac. You dipped for a second.
Yeah, for whatever reason, StreamYard disconnected for me. So.
That's rough. Buddy.
Yo, did anybody like Sonic X?
Oh, I love Sonic X.
Do another Sonic X.
That would be nice.
As a kid, I enjoyed that. I don't know if I enjoy it now.
Sonic X is what I watched right after Ninja Turtles.
Sonic X. It was
Kirby was in that block too.
Yeah, Kirby. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! You probably got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Hit in that block.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was fire.
Yeah.
We got some blank guns shooting at Seto Kaiba.
Beyblade.
Got 4 kids dubbing. They just use their fingers.
Got lollipops in their mouths.
Could that work live action? A live action Beyblade? Would anybody watch that?
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Though I think done well and right.
Oh, a live action Yu-Gi-Oh! I would just even if it's bad, I'll watch
it. That for anything though.
Happy or not, I will watch it. Just because it's Yu-Gi-Oh!
I mean, just some kids slapping cards down on a.
All you have to show me in the trailer is like
Give me some Slifer.
Obelisk Torment. Is it Obelisk?
Obelisk Tormentor. Yeah.
No. Exodia. Just show me Exodia throwing a punch at a Blue Eyes White Dragon. You sold me. That's all I need to see. I'll be in the theaters.
I'll be in the theater.
So I'm reading the chat here.
I don't think you're doing yourself any favors if you tackle something like that for live action.
No, not at all. The chat here, and Zach mentioned Hellboy. How would that work?
Hellboy would be good.
Hellboy would be great as long as it ain't that David Harbour version.
Anything to wash the taste of the last Hellboy out of my mouth.
Yes,
I thought it did have an anime adaptation. Or am
Does
I
it?
thinking about
two animated movies, but they're not anime.
Kind of like Mortal Kombat.
You know what?
I've only seen one of them, and it was so bad I didn't see the second one.
You know what I would like to see happen on Doom Patrol? Is that they do an animated episode.
Dude,
that would be priceless.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yes. Best DC live action show on right now.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
no
contest.
Period.
It is phenomenal.
So, trying to circle back to Star Wars Visions.
Can we go off topic?
Which episode should get an entire season? And why is it Lapinocho?
Yeah!
Lapinocho deserves a movie or two. But I think an entire season, the Ninth Jedi and the twins are the ones that deserve the entire season.
Yeah, I agree with Leo.
I want the duel as a movie.
Lapinocho should be
a
episodes
great movie.
10, 11, and 12. I'll say that.
Oh!
Mic
Okay.
drop, baby. Let's go.
Wait, I didn't hear what
Hey.
you said.
He said Lop and Ocho should be episode 10, 11,
episode
12.
10, 11, and 12.
Yes.
That would be
Yeah.
good.
What-
I like
Here-
that.
The king has
here's a-
spoken.
Here's an interesting idea. What if they combine some of the stories, like they combine the Duel and the Ninth Jedi, the Elder, like those are all kind of like they all kind of take place in the same in their own kind of pocket universe.
Oh,
or
and
something like
it's
that.
like, yeah.
I said this earlier. My perfect
Depending on the
ride would
ones you
be
mix, I
the
think it
Ninth
could
Jedi being like the
Yeah.
kind of the beacon and the centerpiece
Mhm.
of the next
Just
season.
her- yeah.
And they're just going story to story, and it's like, oh, you see Kargan, he becomes a part of the crew, and they all just kind of like meet up.
Yeah,
and
Ronan joining the
converge
crew and
and-
stuff like that'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I like
I'd
that.
like to see that.
For
I
sure.
would see that.
Oh, that gets me excited.
Is it weird that I would watch the hell out of like a Ninth Jedi movie, but I feel like other stories would play better as a series, like maybe The Village Bride as a series,
That could be a good series,
or
actually.
the
That could be a
Elder
good
too.
series.
you
Yeah,
know?
are they out there?
Very
All right.
limited series, but good
Call up Dave
series.
Filoni. Let's get this thing going.
But Ninth
Yo.
Jedi, I would watch
But
in
I
the
want,
theaters.
but I
Take my
want
money.
Lo to watch. I want Lo
Yeah.
to watch Lop and Ocho because I would just love
Yeah.
it to be a part of this conversation, man. You're missing out, dude. You're missing
I
out on
know.
having skipped that one until now.
I'm excited. I think I should have been watching it while you guys were talking about whatever. What were we talking about a second ago?
You would have seen
went off
that
on a
and you
tangent.
would have
We
come
went off
back.
for like
You would have
20
come
minutes.
back
He could
and
have been done the
started
episode
talking about it.
already.
That's what makes these conversations fun, though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
just like
true.
taking one idea and just spiraling out of control for 30
Lo
minutes.
could have
yeah, we
already
were talking about
watched
video games. Okay.
He could have already watched Lop. Like we took like 20 minutes to talk about video game stuff. He's like, all right, well, I just watched the episode, so I can be part of the conversation. It's that short, so
Yeah.
Isaac, what episode deserves an entire season? Doc.
Well, my favorite.
did we lose it?
I think so.
Are you still here, buddy?
Uh-oh.
I think StreamYards just killed him.
Oh no.
The Mad Dog. No.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Okay,
hear you.
yeah.
Okay, because you guys are.
Oh, hell, happen again.
Uh-oh. I think StreamYard's killing you, Isaac.
I'm gonna jump
yeah.
off on you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back to you in a minute. Christian, any particular episode that you want to get a full season?
It would have to be the Ninth Jedi's #1, and then Lop and Ocho and the twins. Like I keep going back to those 3 episodes because I would like to see more of the Village Bride as well.
Yeah.
Because but those 4 really kind of just stood out to me the most out of all of them. Like just I don't know what it was. I mean, obviously the animation, but the stories were just great. Like, and it's more so of like even with like every trilogy that we get. Like even with like I don't know, like Lord of the Rings, like yeah, it's 3 separate movies. Like it's one giant movie, but it's also 3 separate movies. But each individual movie feels like its own adventure, and that's what I've gotten from the twins, the Ninth Jedi, the Village Bride, and Lop and Ocho, where they can be explored more, but they are also contained within themselves. I would love to see them explore those a little bit more.
You mean to tell me nobody wants Tatooine Rhapsody to get its own season? None of y'all?
No,
Can we
but I
stop
do
slandering Tatooine?
want.
I mean, it's nice as a little one-off, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
I
like
do
they
want
kind
them
of
to
did
move
go
it.
into his past there a little bit, didn't they? I don't know.
Little
I don't know.
bit. Now,
Maybe like a little.
I'm gonna make
series.
Leo really upset. But as much as I love the twins, I feel like that might be better as a movie and not a series. Like maybe yep, there you go.
He said, "Okay."
Make
Click.
it a standalone movie. I feel like you could wrap up their story in like 60 minutes. I don't know if I can see them going into 15 episodes or 25 episodes. That's just
Leo's
I'm
looks like,
not saying nothing. I'm listening.
it looks like he was going to say something. I was like, "Oh."
no, but it's like I want to see that story continue, but it really feels like the way it ended. Maybe another 15 minutes short would have just wrapped it up. I don't know. They could.
So you want the
explore more with it.
Promare treatment for that instead of the Gurren Lagann treatment for that?
Gurren Lagann was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, since Promare is a movie and Gurren Lagann is a series. Yeah, I get
Oh.
it. I
Oh.
get it.
What
Uh-oh,
happened
Loretto
there?
disappeared,
The
y'all.
dark side.
Went to the dark side on us.
You good down there, Lo?
Yeah, no, it's all right. Someone didn't know I was in here. It's all right.
Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, Red, anything in particular? I know we said La
So,
Pinocho, but specifically.
No, I'm gonna say La Pinocha. So the twins is my favorite episode because I think it told the story it wanted to tell in that episode. I don't think. I mean, I would love to see more, but if we don't get anything more, I'm happy because that story has been told. La Pinocho is the episode I absolutely adored, and then it's only not my number one because I feel like it has so much more to be told in that story without rushing. So that's definitely the one I want to see as a movie or as movies. And that's definitely the one that already has movie quality in this animation. So that's definitely the one I'll vote for.
All right, let's be serious here. Okay, La Pinocho will be a good trilogy. I'll say that. But the duel that can get the Marvel Cinematic Universe treatment. That can go on for like 20 plus movies. Look,
that's some high praise.
The duel is set in the duel is set in the Knights of the Old Republic series. And the Old Republic series is 3,000 years.
Yeah,
3,000 years before. So you can do so much. Ren, you know this. You know this. You can do so much.
Are you sure about that?
You can do so much within the realm of all the sets within inside this episode. So yes, this can be 20 plus movies within this one short.
What? No, no.
Shooting for the
I'll give you a Mandalorian style show.
20? Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta let me just understand though. Are we just talking the lore of that episode or the characters Ronan?
The lore of the episode. If it's just the character, then it can be like a movie or two. But I'm talking about
it's hard for me saying anything can be 20 movies because Star Wars in total is not 20 movies. The Skywalker saga is not 20 movies. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'll say a long show. I'll say a 5-6 season show. But I don't know if I can say movie.
Do you know how long that is? That's more than
that's Soprano level.
Yeah, that's more than what I was
Clone Wars.
Yeah, that is Clone Wars. That is Clone Wars. Yeah.
Clone Wars.
If we're doing series, that
do you guys hear me again?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yeah, good. Sorry, internet's a problem. But well, AJ pretty much said what needs to be said about the duel. Heck, if they are doing a tie-in novel about it all, they clearly feel that there's potential in exploring it more. So
well, they're exploring the character of the Ronin himself. It's not
they could just do a 3-season, 7 episodes piece short series about him, so to speak.
Gotcha.
If it's just to that one character, yeah, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is the entire lore behind the duel can be a lot, even more so than
I agree.
Yeah.
Did they say what where it took place in time? I don't remember if they specified that.
Well, they didn't specify when it took place, but a lot of people speculate it's between the Great Purge and stuff like that because Sith are going against each other during this time period. So
because I would have said, what if this took place after Return of the Jedi? They could possibly tie this in with Mandalorians. That'd be pretty dope to see Ronan pop up on Mandalorian or something like that.
Give him the Ahsoka treatment.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. I think the duel can get that one and
be too much.
It wouldn't be too much.
It
wouldn't make sense because the Mandalorian is still set within the Skywalker saga, and as we all know, that there's no more Sith other than I guess Kylo Ren, but he doesn't really count, and he has
right,
which he doesn't really count anymore because he's just a clone. So to have. And then you can, I guess, technically, you can say that he's from the outer rim or the unknown region, which we rarely got into within the movie, or we never got into within the movie. So I guess you can say that. but I'd rather it just take outside the place of the Skywalker saga.
True.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think any of these stories should just be no Skywalkers. Let's leave that behind. Like, that's done.
Yeah.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
Do it. I shouldn't.
No. But, Herb, did you have one in particular that you want to see get a full season?
Oh yeah, definitely. The Ninth Jedi, without a doubt. It's just the future, the future. Star Wars needs to go into the future because it's set into the future, but it seems like we're stuck in the past. Like it just doesn't make sense. But
amen.
Also, I love the concept. I love the concept that the Kyber crystal changes to whoever holds.
Yeah, it reminds me of it slightly reminded me of Demon Slayer. You know how Tanjiro gets his blade and it's black.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
I like that concept a lot better.
Yeah.
Also, the ninth Jedi is set 35 years after the Battle of Yavin, so it's still technically within.
Oh.
Let me ask, why was hers translucent?
It's because she wasn't that strong.
She wasn't fully in tune with her ability yet.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't.
There's just so much you could do with just the Ninth Jedi and just flesh out new characters. You could see other people like along the way of her journey and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, you probably get like a new type of Sith. They can get rid of that stupid rule of 2 because I feel like that's a dumb battle strategy. Like that's the dumbest battle strategy ever. Like whose idea was like, oh yeah, let's just like cut we got 100 people, we just need to cut it down to 2. Like we could win.
The fact that Palpatine rarely chose to fight just annoyed me so much.
Right.
He should have been like a freaking, oh my God, Revan type of character where he's both smart and is able to fight when it needs to be done. So Palpatine as a character always annoyed me within the movie itself. The comic,
who was it? Darth Bane started the rule of 2. Like somebody should just be like, look, guys, we're gonna just get more people, man. Fuck Bane, he dead.
Yeah, it's just like I just don't understand. Like
this doesn't make any sense.
They should like because Eisen did it smart, like because he's like, yo, I got 12 other people you got to get through to get to me first. Like so, that's what Palpatine should have done. He should have had like 2 lieutenants or like a lieutenant, somebody that's under him, and then he had like 10 other people that you had to get through to get to him.
I like the concept of the rule of 2 because basically the rule of 2 means is that you're more stronger within the Force because less people are using it.
Well, yeah, I mean you're overpowering here.
Yeah. But my thing is with the rule of 2 is
you're not even fighting dominance. It's asserting dominance, but it's always a scheme with the rule of 2. It's like, it starts off somewhere and then everyone's just trying to outdo each other. I'd rather them see more so like a Revan character where he's been on the dark and light side, or more of just like a gray Jedi type situation.
Well, where it's I'd rather have less of that. I'd rather have less of that because it just speaks to how strong Revan is in the Force. Yeah. He's able to go back and forth. I really love that.
Yeah, that's true. But I would love to see more Sith stuff. Get rid of the rule of 2. It's kind of I mean, it's cool, but let's see something different.
Like Order 66. Order 66 was a good idea, but then it's just like it wasn't completely foolproof.
It was a bad execution within the movies. The way the Jedi just died instantly was like, okay.
I was like, y'all didn't see that coming. Like, I thought y'all were good at sensing things in the Force, and
the only one who got it done was Yoda. He said, "Not today."
Yeah, Yoda just dipped. I got my thoughts about Yoda. I feel like.
Too. Yeah.
Leo,
and technically, Ahsoka, I guess you could say, from
what's getting a full season, Leo? If you were in charge of Lucasfilm,
say the twins.
Yeah, you already know it was twins.
The twins, Trigger. I mean, anything Trigger. Yes. Just give it to me, man.
Let's go.
Look, 2 of my favorite anime of all time are part of Studio Trigger. I'm just gonna say that and leave it there.
Noted. Okay. So, did you guys have any closing thoughts that you wanted to get out the way? We've been talking for almost 2 hours. I don't know if we have much left. But...
Marvel, what if? Take notes.
I have a couple. I was like, Disney, if you're listening, which you're probably not, but if you're listening, please start releasing more of your shows all at once. Please, just get with the times. Please, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. This
business wise, that doesn't make sense at all.
That week to week shit is dead. Like, come on,
it really is.
It's dead.
I disagree there fully. It depends on how the show is shot and the pacing. Like, obviously Netflix, it's, you know, they're shooting everything all at once, sometimes multiple seasons. So like the way that the pacing, the writing, the directing, it's built to be binge watched.
Yeah, I'm watching scenes from a marriage right now, and I do not want all of that in one
exactly.
Yes,
it's
week to
so
week.
good.
Give us
model.
Or like the first 3 episodes, and then
I would say just give us both. You know, like have one series, you know, drop it all at once, and then like if you have another one coming up very shortly, just have it week to week.
Depending on the show, I agree. I think What If is great week to week for what it's doing. I think Loki is week to week is great for what it's doing. I think Star Wars Vision should be a binging show.
Yeah, like if that was week to week,
finish one, you go to another story. And as a watcher, I love to binge shit, man. But as a company, they should absolutely release things week to week because then
I understand that
keeps happening.
It builds more hype week to week as well.
We would have been done with their entire 2021 schedule if it was all bingeable.
Cowboy Bebop, who's coming to Netflix, we're going to talk about that for a weekend, and then it's done. We're already
I look at shows like I know it's like kind of like out there, but like Squid Game, that's only been out for like 2 weeks, and it's about to be like Netflix's biggest show and stuff. Like that's pretty crazy.
It's the biggest show right now on Netflix.
Right, and in a month we're gonna
forget everything that first starts. Like you got Daredevil, that was the biggest show on Netflix when it first came out.
Stranger Things, even. I mean, that's coming back around.
That's a given within every new popular.
I remember Stranger Things came out with the first season, and I watched it like a week later after it came out, after everyone else had seen it, and already nobody was talking about it. So I watched it and finally could talk about it, and nobody was talking about it.
Well, that's why week to week is best, because if you
that's what I'm saying.
Talk about it longer, and then the next episode comes out. Wow,
100%.
100%.
Yeah, it also keeps you in the conversation because Lo didn't get a chance to see La Pinocho, so he's just kind of sitting there while we're talking about it. And it's just like, if it was released week to week, we'd all be on the same pace.
Like shorts, like Visions. I like 20 episodes or like 15-minute episodes. That's fine doing week just all at once, because it feels shorter and you're less.
Or you could just wait until it's over, like week to week, and then it's completely bingeable once the season's out there.
Yeah, but
my thing is like
people that would spoil each episode to episode.
My thing is like spoilers are going to be like it's unavoidable. Like, well, they aren't unavoidable, but like my thing is like with binging, it's like you could watch at your own pace. You could watch one episode a month if you really wanted to.
That's true.
But nobody's gonna do that.
But I do see the point in having things week to week. But I would just say it's just like you have to make it worth it to watch it week to week. Like another example, I'm gonna bring up Walking Dead. Like nothing is really happening on The Walking Dead, and that should be put out like all at once.
Is long overdue for an ending. Long overdue.
We're getting it, but it's gonna take a minute. But like I said, I think Disney could find a balance in between just like the weekly releases and binging. Like I think they could find a balance with it.
The way I see it is like binging is like unhealthy food. It's sweets and stuff like that. That's what binging is. Everybody loves it. But once it's over, they're over it basically. But with week to week, it's more like a healthy balance between foods and stuff like that. You'll keep eating it, and then basically.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it all depends. It all depends on the person. Some people, like you said,
right?
Some people can do the binge watching and not get tired. For me, I get exhausted after I finish an entire series in one night. I
do attest to that, because I just finished Lock and Key season 1 to be ready for season 2. But like, I mean, I enjoyed it, but
I can't wait.
It was very like, it felt more like a chore. And I'm like, okay, on the next up. I felt very drained after.
Now, I feel you on that, because like the one show that really made me feel like that, it was Bly Manor. I was like, bro,
I've not seen it yet. I'm watching
was...
it. I'm watching it this,
Yeah,
I
I
this
love that
gotta
month.
Blind
watch it.
Manor,
What?
y'all. I like that more
Get
than
your
I
pillows
did Hill
ready.
House.
Really?
Look, Ted
Ooh.
Lasso. Ted
I'm
Lasso
gonna
is
watch
probably
that
one of
one.
the most popular series right now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have not watched 3 episodes, the latest 3 episodes, because I want to binge the rest of it, basically. So on that note, I do want to wait a little bit so I can binge. Also with One Piece. I love to binge One Piece.
Oh Lord.
I
Have
love
to binge One Piece. Only way
Gonna
you
binge
get through it.
1,000 episodes, baby. Let's go.
Hell no.
So binging does have its benefits. I
does.
agree with that, but I think overall the week to week is best business wise, and
It gets you through the week too.
Yeah.
It gives you something to look forward to every single week.
It keeps the
Yeah.
conversation going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stretches
For
it out.
sure. So, Ren, I know you got to go. We're going up to our closing points. What you got coming up on your channel or your social medias?
It's a busy week because the London Film Festival is starting, so I'll be covering that from Wednesday on. We got The Harder They Fall on Wednesday. We got Spencer on Thursday. I still got to review this week's Shaman King, and on Friday next week, I'm going to review that week's Shaman King. I'm going to watch Digimon Ghost Game, the new anime that just came out, so maybe I'll review that. I don't know, but a lot of stuff coming on the channel, so stay tuned for that, I guess. Links are in the description. I trust Leo to have put that in the description. But maybe not mine, because I wasn't supposed to be here. But you know where to find me. Ren Geekness everywhere. Twitter, Letterboxd, and YouTube.
Sweet. It's been a blast talking to all you guys, by the way. Leo, thanks for letting me host this. It's been fun talking Star Wars, talking video games, apparently. This has just been a stream that went all over the place. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Lo, where can people find you, man?
Always a pleasure to be on the Geekly Goods channel. Thank you, Leo. Thank you for hosting, Mike. It was a pleasure, even though I'm a total anime noob. But you can follow me on Twitter at Marcellus Durden. I'm a huge film nerd, and I love talking about all kinds of fun stuff and content. I'm also a proud co-host of the Suit Up Geeks. Follow us at the Suit Up Geeks. We have a horror Halloween / spooky movie draft coming up on the 16th. Live draft with a bunch of other content creators, so please keep an eye out for that. And I'm also guesting on my good friend Ryan, who's also a Suit Up Geek. We're doing a Nightmare on Elm Street ranking. Keep an eye out for that. Me, him, Daniel Barrios podcast, and Filipinianitis will be ranking the Nightmare on Elm Street series. So that's going to be fun. Keep an eye out for that. And thanks again for having me, guys.
It's nice not to be the only Guinean in the group anymore. I will say that.
I love how we actually coined that term for him.
Yeah, I'm just running with it now.
There you go.
The Guinean
AJ,
cinephile.
right? I need to change my username. AJ, what's going on, man?
Well, you can find me in the same place as Lo at Suit Up Geeks, where we talk about basically everything. Also, you can find me on Twitter at knerd89, where I talk about anime, comic books, movies, Marvel, DC, manga, basically everything. So if you want to have a debate with me, if you just want to talk about anything, I'm there. So that's where you can find me.
Hey, I'm liking your background, by the way, AJ. Looking saucy, man.
Thank you.
All right, got the child in the back. Oh shit!
Yeah, the
Luke
Eternal.
Skywalker, Eternals.
Can't wait for
Yeah. Oh, wrong way. There we go.
Sorry,
I'm so
No
excited
Way
for
Home
Eternals.
trailer was better than the Eternals, though.
Wait, what?
No Way Home.
I said the No Way Home trailer was better than the Eternals one. Just gotta say
which
that.
one? Which one? The teaser? The teaser of the Eternals?
Absolutely.
Sure, I agree with the teaser. But
He's
the
not
first
wrong.
trailer, the Eternals trailer was fire all the way.
Can't compare them trailers. I'm just talking teasers.
Okay, there we
Sure.
go.
Isaac,
I agree with
what you
on
got
that.
cooking this week, buddy?
Well, we are starting covering My Hero Academia Vigilantes and the Amateur Otaku on YouTube. I'm gonna start on Tuesday. I'm getting my copy of Metroid Dread, so I'm gonna play through that for a review.
Yes.
And hopefully I have the WarioWare review fixed for this week also. And we are also, it was supposed to happen this weekend, but there is going to be the next weekend. Me and my good friend Brandon Alvarado is covering none other than JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 1, and that's gonna be something.
Yes.
That I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, and you can follow me over at Emblemaniac, and you can follow the pod over at the Amateur Otaku Pod, and you can follow my one of my co-hosts, Brandon Alvarado, over at Scarlet Fan 52 over on Twitter.
Sweet. Christian, what's coming up this week?
Oh man, so you can first and foremost find me over at Film Optics. That is Optics with an X over on Twitter. It's also the name of our podcast where we discuss film, TV, and all things Hollywood related. So that's going to be a lot of fun. October is packed for us. Keep a lookout for our Venom Let There Be Carnage review and our The Many Saints of Newark, review that's going to be dropping. Oh wow, tomorrow. On October 4th, and throughout the months of October and November, we're going to be covering a Harry Potter movie series review. So the 20th anniversary is coming up. It's one of my favorite franchises, alongside of many others. But yeah, those are a few things coming up on the podcast within the next few weeks. You can find us on platforms. On podcast platforms, around the internet, excluding YouTube. So, just stop on by for some audio goodness. And you can also follow my personal Twitter over at Music City Nerd.
Exciting stuff, honestly. We have so much going on in October.
It's like March all over again, bro. Oh,
right?
Lord.
So much going on. Perp, what you got going on over on your YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, well, you can find me at Perp Minded on my YouTube, Perp Minded 420 on Twitter. Yeah, I don't normally have a schedule. I just go with the flow of things. Just dropped like 8 videos in the last like 24 hours. So yeah, just this October is pretty packed. I got a bunch of horror stuff to cover. I'm looking forward to that Chucky series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait to see what that I Know What You Did Last Summer series is gonna do, because that looks trash, but I'm optimistic. Yeah, man, there's so much content. So yeah, definitely come check me out. About to be at 2K. I'm getting close, and I'm trying to hit that by the end of the year. So yeah, got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, I was looking at your channel and I saw all the uploads you had in like the last couple of days. I'm just like, dude, it's
I did
hard.
I did 7 on Friday.
Pumping them out. Man. There you go.
Yeah, one of them's gonna hit.
Meal review too.
That's
what's up, man.
Crazy. You guys can find me at Novice Cinephile on YouTube and Twitter. I am going to be covering Dune and No Time to Die and Halloween Kills and The Last Night in Soho and probably another Dear Evan Hansen video going up because I finally watched the movie and it's not like the musical, so we need to talk about that. Also, with Isaac and Leo over at the Amateur Otaku, we are covering My Hero Academia's manga and My Hero Vigilantes. If you missed all of our reviews for My Hero Academia Season 5, they're over there at the Amateur Otaku. We had some thoughts on Season 5. I have even more thoughts since the dub of the ending of this arc came out yesterday. So we'll probably talk about that in the next episode of My Hero Academia. But yeah, that's all I've got coming up so far. Again, thanks, Leo, for having us on, talking Star Wars, talking anime. It's always a blast doing the Otakuverse. I'm passing the metaphorical mic back to you. You can tell us what else is coming up on Geekly Goods.
Oh, guys, thank you. First off, thank you guys all so much for coming through today. It has been an absolute pleasure talking Star Wars Visions with everybody here. Glad to have AJ on, finally getting him on the channel. Glad to have him come through, talk some anime. Can't wait to talk some more with you next month. But guys, thank you all so much for coming through. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Coming up, we've got a lot, y'all, a lot. I mean, all that Mike has named. So Dune, Last Night in Soho, all that, Last Duel, all that's coming up here as well. We've got Titans coverage. So Titans Season 3 is 2 episodes left. 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
So we are embracing the last 2 episodes, hoping that the execution of the finale is good.
They better not do
that
my
seems to be a
girl
rollover
dirty.
problem for them.
They already did.
They better not, what?
Wait,
Are
what?
you serious?
I'm kidding. No, from season 2.
I don't mess with
my
Titans,
girl
y'all.
dirty.
I would say
again?
season 3 of Titans is really solid, yo. It's definitely the
Yes.
best out of the 3. Easy.
I have my issues with it, but I do like
Yeah,
it.
like besides the other 2 seasons, I'm like, this is peak Titans right here. So hopefully we keep on that same wavelength. And also Doom Patrol got a little coverage coming up for that as well on my
Fire.
blog. And yeah, plenty coming up, y'all. So come on back to the channel if you're new. And next month we will be talking potentially Avatar, depending on any other big anime news. But next month you'll definitely want to tune in for that one because there's gonna be some hot takes for that Avatar episode. I'm just gonna say that. But guys,
Just facts, no hot takes.
I don't know. But y'all be sure to tune in next month. And thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.